Good evening, race fans. Welcome into the second to last week of the RODDCAR season, race 11 of 12. We have a treat for you here this evening, a double header format to make up week number 11. Two races around the Talladega Superspeedway, 38 laps apiece. And as always, here with my co-commentator, Art. How we doing?
We're here in Talladega, Alabama, apparently, for Talladega Super Speedway. 2.66 miles on the best racetrack on the planet.
Absolutely. One green, white checkered if the drivers need it tonight for RODDCAR overtime. Estimated fuel run of 15 to 20 laps. So going to throw some strategy into the mix if we can get some green flag running with the shortened race. So let's go ahead and get right into the on-track action as qualifying is underway.
When we have 3 to 4 lanes of actual space to work with, if we can't get some green flag racing in, we're going to have a problem.
Absolutely. But this week is playoffs. Got 10 drivers over the course of the 10 regular season races that have advanced into tonight's doubleheader format. Parker White gets a bye into the championship, being the regular season championship. Andrew Cootie is not here, so we got 8 drivers fighting it out for the final 3 spots for next weekend's finale. Mo Perry is one of them. Tyler Gary is another as he crosses the line. Complete his lap. 26 machine will go into a statistical tie with Mark Jorgensen Jr. AJ Green, another one of our playoff contenders here tonight. Mo Perry on his out lap. Let's go on board with the driver of the 54 machine. He sets off on his one and only lap of qualifying. Looks like he's going to be electing to start towards the back as he's riding that high line through 1 and 2.
There's always something fun about seeing 3 different people spam DK chat in the game chat. How is he always banned from voice?
I'm just saying, you run officials long enough, you would you run into some stuff, unfortunately. You deal with the best of the best. Matthew Zwack, top of the board, 54.06. 05 rounded up to 06 on our timing tower. Here comes Mo Perry across the line. Driver of the 54 machine will go 17th out of 17th. Got 18 out of 18. And Matthew Zwack, another one of our playoff contenders. Michael Cozy Jr., all-time leader in RODDCAR wins, sets off on his first lap here as he works through the tri-oval. On board with one of the best to do it on the oval side of iRacing. Let's see what he can do here on his one and only lap. Hardly any input whatsoever. He's got that thing under control through 1 and 2. Lets the car naturally rise up to the top side of the back straightaway. Alabama super stretch. Matthew Zwack still on provisional pole. Got to think Cozy be one of the few that has a shot. He's the only one that will actually have a shot at it, as no one else is out on track. We'll have 22 cars electing to qualify here tonight, and the rest will take their chances somewhere in the back. Through the tri-oval, electing not to go below the apron. Legal in qualifying, not in the race. Michael Cozy Jr. crosses the line, and he will go P6. Matthew Zwack and Scott Warren, your front row here this evening for race 1 of 2. We have a full field of 43 drivers here tonight. Got a couple of first-timers, but not first-timers to the channel. Travis DeLeon starting 42nd. Chris Pinder starting 40th. Good to see them making another appearance on the YJ Media channel. But up front it is Matthew Zwack.
I like how
Scott Warren.
Jeremy Cootie could make it, but Andrew didn't.
Andrew was in the playoffs, but had other obligations tonight.
Imagine going on a honeymoon.
The drivers at the top of your screen highlighted in gold are your playoff contenders.
Mo Perry being in the playoffs is
Mo Perry's winning the whole thing. But yeah, the drivers highlighted in that gold indicate championship contenders, and the gold color highlights previous champions, so it felt fitting to make that as the ticker color for these 9 lucky drivers here. It's actually be 8. Parker White, I think, had a obligation, and so did Andrew Cootie, but Parker White ran so well through the regular season that it did not matter. He will be fine with the bye week. 2 races to prove your worth and get locked into next week's top 4. As of now, it'll be Zwack, Gary, and Cozy joining him based off the qualifying results. Got a long night of racing ahead of us, though, and anything and everything will happen here at Talladega.
So we have an important decision to make when we make our little picks to win.
Absolutely.
Are you gonna go for a pick to win both races or individually?
Oh, it's got to be individual. Got to be individual.
Individual.
The odds that someone sweeps tonight is very low.
I mean,
he's not here, Corbin.
I feel like there's one man
I don't care sweeping
that could do both very easily, and it's of course Michael Cozy Jr.
Fair enough.
I'm gonna pick him to sweep, but I'm gonna pick others individually just cause.
Fair enough. Let's over the last 5 races, I'll give us some race stats here. Over the last 5 doubleheaders at Talladega, we have an average of 5 cautions a race. The average of the longest green flag run has been 11 laps. On average, we have 10 leaders. The last lap of the caution is lap 36, so it would take us to our green-white checker, 36 out of 38, and we have about 17 lead changes per race and 5 different winners over those 5 different doubleheaders.
An average or longest green flag run being 11 laps on a 38-lap race is very concerning.
Well, the intensity is going to be ramped up from lap number 1. That's kind of what we'd expect from a shorter race, and the stats back that up. But 43 cars, Ryan Doucette starting from pit lane, I believe. And then Logan Shore has not loaded in, so it might be 42, but they did fill out the server here this evening. As I work through 3 and 4, making my pick for race number 1. Go ahead and give me... Oh, jeez.
I'm taking the Merchant. I'm taking Seth Merchant.
Give me Tyler Gary from P4. I'll pick race 2 when race 2's starting, so I'll go out and stick my neck out for race 2 just yet.
I'm just saying, Cozy Jr. very well could win both.
He's the all-time RODDCAR wins leader, so that would not be surprising. But as always, nothing is predictable in RODDCAR with all these heavy hitters and everyone else trying to make a name for themselves. Yield through the tri-oval. Matthew Zwack has control. Scott Warren through his outside into the Geico restart zone. And we are green for 38 laps in race number 1.
Pretty even to start off. Those front 6 all nose to tail.
That was a pretty even start for most of the entire field. No one dropping at a line just yet. Inside line has the slight advantage.
There's a scary duo on that high side. Tyler Gary, Michael Cozy Jr. You let them get hooked up, and it could be race over.
We'll get through the front in a hurry, but they already qualified there, so it's like a little bit further back. Looks like that's not Christopher Hill. That's Seth the Merchant making his return. Through 3 and 4 for the first time, pretty much identical. Front 4 all hooked up very nice. Couple guys below the apron there on an inside line, but everyone's A-okay for now. Looks like the 71 of Joe Swanson. Actually, now Rod Flagg gonna hook up on that 3rd lane. Now Daniel Smallwood in the 32. So 3rd lane is getting formed up. 22 of Wesley Parker jumps up now.
He seems pretty hesitant. Like he's there, but he's not there.
And he'll come up and pick up the 32 of Smallwood. Kind of leaving a gap in that middle line. Michael Cozy Jr. to the outside to lead the third lane. It took only a lap and 3/4.
Oh, we're 4 wide. We are 4 wide. Joe Swanson.
That did not take long to get 4 wide. Not even through lap number 2 yet. But at the line, it would be Zwack from Tyler Gary. In a shortened race, the intensity is there. Doesn't have a whole lot of help, but it is 4 wide. And we're wrecking Joe Swanson. Rod flag. The 11 machine of Christopher Hill. Matthew Huggins involved, and the whole field has to check up in the back. Joe Swanson's rear bumper completely destroyed. And 4 wide was not going to work for long, and only completed 2 laps before all sorts of chaos. And that was an absolute chain reaction if I've ever seen one. All the way down from the bottom, all the way up to the top lane of the racetrack. Looks like this might start. You can kind of see the tunnel vision, guys following each other below the apron. AJ Green, and he'll come up. Actually, he will not come up. That is Tucker Minter. He's going to come up into Rod Flag, our glorious leader.
I mean, it looks like he tries to move because he sees AJ move.
And it's off from there, and easily 10 cars involved. Chris Pinder spinning like a top. Welcome to RODDCAR. You have one fast repair. Like that's his teammate behind him, Travis De Leon, getting into the back of him, shoving him into the 79 of... That is, I believe, Kyle Bartles making his second career RODDCAR start.
How do you get run over by your teammate in the opening race?
But it definitely kicked off from there. That was just outside the top 10. Cruz heavily damaged. Monsivius. Lucas Plessel getting damaged there. The 3 machine of Jacob Dunn heavily involved. Just a chain reaction here early. Bring out our first caution of the night, lap number 3. Let's go talk to one of our playoff drivers in Mo Perry. He came in for fuel. He's sitting down in the high 20s, but let's go see what his strategy. He's got a little bit of right rear damage. Let's go see how that car's handling. Here with Kenny Real, Mo Perry, and Ross Corlett. Pit 4, how we doing, fellas?
Howdy. I don't have Cootie or Jorgen here, and that's a little upsetting, but I got my buddy Kenny from Forel. Good to see you.
I think he's made a couple of appearances in the truck tour, but able to get in the main race tonight. Y'all went 4 wide pretty much instantaneously, and instantaneously wrecked as a result. So with the shorter race, looks like the intensity is already at a maximum almost.
I really wish it weren't.
Yeah, I wish with these doubleheaders. I mean, everybody's mind's gonna be set on kill, so I mean, we just gotta put ourselves in the right position, try to get up front and stay up front.
Absolutely. Mo Perry, you find yourself in the final 10 competing here tonight for a spot next week in the Championship 4. How much damage did the car have after that?
1:09, and I'm pulling out now. My pit service time was 1:21.4.
Good work by the 54 crew.
I did have... Actually, no, it's the 41 crew because I have my pit crew on from last night when I was in OSRL.
Fair enough.
But I did have wheel damage, so... Let's see how this goes.
Absolutely.
Hopefully my car doesn't, do Xfinity car things.
Dreaded 13.5 seconds of damage, but still, I know it's a shortened race, but still early in this one, and you got a whole second race to deal with, so it's a long night, and look forward to seeing how you rebound from this.
Yeah, let's see how this goes.
Absolutely. Good luck the rest of the way, gentlemen.
Thank you.
Apparently that rank is going to be on Tucker Minner.
Yeah, a little bit of a chain reaction there. The lights are off on top of the pace car we will be choosing this time by, RODDCAR style. You got to think, though, I know you said Cozy has probably a really good chance to go back-to-back here tonight, but he's got more teammates than what he normally would have. Christopher M. Hill's back after a couple of weeks, Tucker Minner, Seth the Merchant.
Ryan Doucette.
So he's got a bunch of friends here tonight. Not that he needs them. He'd win the race all on his own if he had to, but...
At least I believe Doucette was an Altus guy.
At one point in time. Ooh, Ross scored that easy.
I mean, and it's not... Like, there comes, like, a level of respect. Like, a lot of guys don't realize they have to earn it. And Cozy has done this for so long and is so good that people just want to work with him. Like, that's not, like, trying to diminish what he does as a driver, because he's very talented. But a lot of people really want to work with Cozy.
Absolutely. I can't tell you how many times when I was a driver, I'm like, oh, where's Michael Cozy Jr. at? Let's follow him, because he knows what he's doing.
Exactly. It's just follow him. He's going to find the hole. People aren't going to throw, like, incredibly dumb blocks in front of him. Like...
Well, you gotta find the fast guys and learn from them and follow them around the racetrack, and he's one of the best to do it on the oval side of things and on the plate side of things as well. With that being said, Tyler Gary was up front a lot last week, ended up getting wrecked out late. He's still in the playoffs, though, and he finds himself leading here. We get back underway here, lap number 7.
Man, all of that trying to go for wide there. Cozy had dropped himself down to, I believe that's 13th he's listed at.
I believe it is P11 at the moment. Yeah, he got hung out to dry and actually missed the wreck, mostly because of it, but... We are back under green. Immediate checkup on that outside line.
Is that Ross Corlett not going?
Oh, that's just an app. There's multiple checkups that happened there. That was the 15 machine of Ryan Oates that did not get going. There was also a checkup on that third lane. I think Scott Warren got into the back of...
Oh, no, it was Ross that didn't get going.
Interesting.
15 got into the back of him.
Apologies to Ryan Oates, but that's what we kind of saw, and that field is going to get spread out as a result.
Industry plant trying to calm the field down.
On board, Michael Cozy Jr. finds himself 3 wide already. The back half of the field, single file. They're trying to find some friends and get back up into the mix of things. I believe that's Wesley Parker that finds himself without a dancing partner on the top side of the racetrack.
At least for now.
Who's going to go with him? Looks like he's got some friends. Seth the Merchant. Christopher Hill, I believe. Tyler Gary making a move to the outside, down the back straightaway. He wants the lead back. He's got the run with help from Corey Henry and Scott Warren, and he'll drop down and pick up Zwack.
I wouldn't be surprised to see Cozy go up with this 3 once they really get close to him.
All this riding around stuff that we've seen a couple times.
We're spread out.
Corey Henry got a shot off the nose of Scott Warren. He's plowing his way through the middle, 3 wide. Wesley Parker says we're going 4 wide again. Corey Henry split, no help. And Scott Warren to the race lead. Wesley Parker power move.
There was contact between Corey and Cozy.
Delta's cars side by side. Scott Warren in the lead. Chaos mid-pack.
Still 4, by the way. Corey Henry not calming down. Back to 3.
Seth the Merchant, who's listed as the 57, has the paint scheme of the 1 car, though. He leads that outside line. We're only back to 3x3 for that 3rd row. Cody Porter up in the mix. Seth the Merchant is up 17. Christopher Hill is up 20. Ryan Oates in the 15 machine, he's up 22. Dylan Kemp, he's up 14 spots in the 9 machine. 3x3 for a couple of rows, but pretty much, I guess, 16th on back. A little bit of single file action. Second half of this lead pack.
Scott Warren was all kinds of not straight through that corner. I think Tyler Gary was pushing him for all he can.
Wesley Parker going to get clear now with help from the 88 of Mark Jorgensen Jr. He'll drop down to the bottom, lead the inside line. Only 3 cars in that middle. Alex Link, Cozy, and Mark. And look at the shove here.
Like I said, you got the juniors working in the middle. Not going to be an easy pass to like stop them.
And Cozy, you could see the hands on the steering wheel there briefly. He thought about a move down to the inside, almost split Mark 4 wide. Mark will take that run and cover off Wesley Parker. Now Michael Cozy Jr. leads the middle line through turn number 2. And he's going to get a heck of a shove from Alex Lincoln. He'll try and get clear. Let's see if he moves down to the bottom. Just a little bit short there, but
I wouldn't be shocked if he went up to the high side, worked with the Altus boys.
Be 3 in a line right there. Tough combo to break up. You can see Tyler Carey, he was 2nd in line on the bottom, opted to jump up to the middle. Now he's 4th in line.
Contact between Scott Warren and Swag, and it's a mess.
Corey Henry, Seth the Merchant, Ross Corlett. That is a lot of wrecked race cars. Second caution of the night. Lap number 12. Take a look what happened. That was so sudden. You didn't really have any anticipation that something was going to go horribly wrong there. And all of a sudden, we got some wrecked race cars and some hurt feelings.
You yes. I mean, it just seems like Scott Warren does not hold the bottom there.
See here. He's definitely up a little bit higher than Wesley Parker. Let's take a look here. Oh, he comes up and gets whacked there. Yeah, he's half a car length higher. Zwack is a little bit lower, so I'm assuming Scott thought he'd have more room, but they both just kind of meet at that white line. But Zwack was, Zwack definitely comes down, Scott comes up. That's just a bad deal there.
Funny thing is, neither of them really involved in the wreck. They're going to have a little bit of damage, but
ooh,
both get away. Both get away relatively.
I'd say Huggins catches a break here. He probably should have slowed down a little bit more, but
what is this from Huggins?
He got
like, I was in the middle of talking about like them getting away like kind of scot free, and then like I look over and I see Huggins just not slowing down.
Yeah, that's huge damage for Corey Henry. He's one of the weekly contenders up front. Just an absolute chain reaction. There goes Ross Corlett. Jaden Carter, I think, is going to sneak through the middle here. That's 48 machine involved. Luigi. I figured everyone's numbers. If we could just run the appropriate paint schemes, that'd make my job a little bit easier. But James Mendez said he saw everyone die, so let's take a look at what's happened to the 92 machine. He's kind of hanging out at the back, and he's just going to see the whole thing kick off here. Chris Pender. Ooh, that got a little sketchy. That got pretty sketchy. Looking through a junkyard of cars there. But in all of this, Rod Flag has stayed out to take the lead of the race, and this is good for the sport as a whole.
He always stays out to get his bonus points.
Absolutely. Let's go talk to James Mendez, see what he saw there. Here with James Mendez and Jonathan Amodio. James, like we said in chat, saw everyone kind of explode in front of you. You had to take evasive action way down below the apron and came out on the receiving end of things here. You'll end up restarting P9 here.
We'll actually be in the back because I couldn't get in the pit box because everybody was pitting where I was. So we'll be in the back again, but we'll have a fast repair, and saw everyone literally die in front of me, which is always fantastic in RODDCAR.
Able to take good evasive maneuvers there. With this shortened race, definitely what we're seeing here. 2 early wrecks. The intensity is pretty much ramped up from the drop of the green flag, and guys going for it 4 wide pretty much right off the bat.
Yeah, I think depending on how many are in the front again, I may just hang out in the back, and if there's really nobody, then you can kind of go forward and have that fast repair in your back pocket. So
absolutely,
it's nice to have it.
Yeah, Xfinity cars, Talladega, a solid combination, easy to make moves and go to the front. We've seen a bunch of guys do that already tonight.
Yep.
Absolutely. Well, good luck the rest of the way, sir, and great record wins on that last wreck.
Thanks.
All 42 cars are out on the racetrack. P.D. Zeller is multiple laps down. I'm not sure what happened to him. Oh, he was on pit road for 8 minutes. That's exactly what happened to him. And he's going to, in RODDCAR rules, wave himself around the pace car. Get his laps back.
This man, Andrew Cootie, eating Wendy's in the hotel room.
Out of all the options you have, you go to Wendy's?
The Baconator? The
only
Baconator,
Wendy's
though?
near me has some of the most abjectly awful service I've ever seen in a restaurant. Every time.
When it comes to burgers, I think Wendy's has the best burger.
I would get chicken nuggets at Wendy's though. I wouldn't even. I don't know.
I mean, maybe.
But like, I go there for a Frosty though. That's really about the only thing they do right.
Their burgers are great.
People like their chili for some reason, and I think
that is weird. Fast food chili is weird.
Yeah. You might as well get gas station sushi or Wendy's fast food chili. Like, take your pick. You're gonna have a bad time regardless. I'm not gonna repeat what he just said.
No.
I refuse to utter those words out of my mouth.
I will say, any fast food restaurant that has spicy chicken nuggets, it has a special place in my heart.
There you have it.
Not a lot of places do.
What about Dean Clavitt top 11 here? Love to see it. He came up just short of a playoff spot. My heart breaks.
Should have been better.
Michael Cozy Jr., though, has the field in tow here, restarting on, I believe this is lap 24 to go when we get back to green. Mental math eluded me for a second here, but we are back underway.
480 even start once again.
Junior and Junior show, front row. Michael Cozy on the inside. Mark Jorgensen on the outside. Tyler Gary on the inside pushing him. Wesley Parker on the outside. Rod Flag going 3 wide further back. Anyone else going to jump out of line? Doesn't look like it here initially. Got some comers and goers, though. Robert Colgan, he's up 26. Dean Clavitt is up 19. Ryan Doucette is up 15. Chris Pinder is up 26. And we're wrecking to the front. Michael Cozy Jr. spun down to the inside. Caution is out again.
I was going to question, is that 3 cars, but the entire field kind of checks up, so...
He's got left side damage, so we'll see what the heck happened here. Got Tyler Garrett all over the back bumper of him. That's a tough combo to break up. Looks like, was that... Ooh, aggressive side draft there from Mark. Cozy comes up a little bit. Mark comes down. Tiniest bit of net code, maybe?
Cozy comes up a lot through the corner, but...
And then Mark comes down, but then I think Tyler Gary... Oh, that's just a bunch of that's a bunch of forces at work there. A little bit of side force, and Gary on that left rear, and around we go. Oh, and 76 machine. The fake 76. Who was that? Let's find out who that was.
I was hoping we
Kevin
would go green
Spencer.
because I wanted to reply to Cootie. He's going to Steak and Shake. The Frisco melt is the best thing on that menu.
79. It's Kyle Bartles. He is trying to miss the checkup.
And he almost goes straight into Cozy.
Oh man. Oh my goodness. This is about as close as it gets. Yikes. Kyle Bartles is fine. Cozy. Championship implications, as Dean Clavitt would put it. I think he would have been fine. Let's go on board with him here. I think he would have been fine, but this slight contact here gets the left front raised up a little bit, and that's deadly in these Xfinity cars. 13.5 seconds of damage. The only Steak and Shake near me closed. It's very sad.
Probably for the best.
That'll mean the other one of our juniors, Mark Jorgensen, take the lead of the race. A little bit of strategy involved here. The front 6 have stayed out on the racetrack. The last pitted at lap 12. Everyone else came in on lap 16, and it's going to be at least one more pit stop. So they're hoping for another wreck here. P.D. Zeller continues to get his laps back. Matthew Huggins has spent an extended time on pit road as well in the 87 machine. Let's go talk to some of the ARS boys. They're in the ARS server art. Let's go talk to Michael McElroy, Chris Pinder, and Travis De Leon. Yeah. So, Michael McElroy, you got some of your buddies to join you tonight.
Hey!
You're running 30th, though, and they are making you look bad. They are 5th and 6th,
Not
respectively.
All right, so I
ignoring
came in
everything
here,
Mike told us.
There you go. Yeah.
I came in here with a set of rules. I said, hey, guys, let's just hang at the back.
Uh-huh.
Let's just, drive easy. And Pinder told me he pretty much burnt up those rules and just said, screw it, we're going to the front.
Pinder was involved in the very first wreck of the night. He spun like a top. But right now he's up 35 spots. Travis is up 36. They're sitting 5th and 6th right now. They're doing all right.
Pure talent. What can we say?
Pure talent. Yeah, but Mike, you got to think this is we got a doubleheader tonight, so these races are shorter. And as you can see, we went 4 wide on lap 2. So really, the established rules go out the order tonight.
It's true.
The intensity has been there from the drop of the green flag. You got guys trying to make themselves championship contenders. You got guys with a lot to prove. The rules don't matter here tonight, I don't think.
I'm going to say find us at the end of the race, and we'll see who plays better.
All right. Right now, you would be plus money, be like plus 3,500 right now. Travis and Chris be like minus 100 though, so they're a little bit better spot.
Somebody hit the choose cone.
I like the odds.
Oh boy.
If somebody did place a DraftKings bet on me, that'd be a nice payout right now.
It would.
I'd be one of those plus 50,000 bets.
They'd give you better odds than that. Corbin's a degenerate gambler, he would know. But always good to see more of our Monday night guys and Tuesday night guys come over to enjoy the chaos that is Friday nights. So glad you'll stop by.
Yeah, I hope they enjoy themselves and come back.
Absolutely. Well, good luck, fellas. Getting ready to go back to green. Don't die.
It probably will.
Wesley Parker will be second here. Black trying to get back in position. But I hope that answered your driver update redemption there. Pinder running 6th. all the way up from the 48th position. If they get another quick caution here in about 5 to 10 laps, then they are sitting pretty as long as they hold on to this track position. Still 42 cars all out on the racetrack. Matthew Huggins a couple laps down. Logan Shore never started the race tonight.
There is a man upset with him, too.
I saw that.
Took that 43rd spot and didn't show up.
Yeah, that's kinda,
people want to be here.
Absolutely. Max out the server tonight. AJ Green did not get a good restart, so let's look for this top side to have the run on the exit turn number 2 here.
I am entirely terrified by the 2 cars on that outside line in the 3 and 4. The 24 and the 12. Like, I love them, but
it'll be all right. Their RODDCAR debut tonight, you know.
Who doesn't want to be up at the front for their debut?
Absolutely. Get the TV time. Alex Link going to get some TV time. He goes 3 wide with Daniel Smallwood. The middle line has the momentum for now. We are already inside of 20 laps to go once we cross the stripe. Pinder thought about maybe taking it 3 wide there, jumping in front of Link, but he elects not to. Let's crank it up as we got 19 laps to go. Gave a special shout out to the cars that were broken at the back, too. Jacob Dumb, PD Zeller, Matthew Huggins. A couple cars off the pace, but everybody else on the lead lap. We saw the middle line leading, that Alex Link made a charge. And now it's the bottom line with Wesley Parker and AJ Green that are making the moves. And just as I say that, here comes the middle line. Seth the Merchant giving it a heck of a shot to Mark Jorgensen Jr. Jeremy Cootie up in the top 10. He sits 9th. He had a very good qualifying effort. Oh, there we go. There goes Link right at the front of the field. And there goes everybody. Oh, my goodness. AJ Green up and over. Lands on all 4 wheels. What in the world happened?
AJ Green happened, I think.
I
might have to apologize.
That is a pending statement.
It looked like a lot of side drafting AJ Green higher up than DeMerchant thought he was going to be. DeMerchant probably a little lower than he really should have been, but
yeah, DeMerchant, I mean, he's 4 wheels inside that white line. AJ Green a little bit higher, but that's an aggressive side draft. I mean, oh, he is right there on him. And just the tiniest bit of netcode as well. And here we go.
Lisa Wax says we should see his own car.
Oh my goodness. Oh, he got pincered. Right as he hits the inside wall, Dylan Kemp sends him for a ride. I mean, that's the whole field. That is the entire field. Watch this. This is just the unluckiest timing. Capybara on board. Dylan Kemp, you think you're good, and he just runs out of room here into the wall, and it just ends so bad so quickly. I mean, who's Tyler Gary's in the wreck? McElroy actually makes us all look dumb. He'll be up the front now. I mean, this is just everybody. Take your pick, right? No one can check up in time. They're all out of control. Here's the 54 machine of Brandon Cruz Monsivais. little slideways off the banking. He sees nothing but smoke and a graveyard of cars. Cue the cars wreck scene. Oh my goodness! And he does some lawn mowing for us. Yeah, just keep your foot in it. Keep your foot in it. Let's see how you handle the bump. Oh, there we go.
That sure as heck is one way to avoid it there.
That's, I mean, my goodness. I gotta take a look at that. That was pretty well done there. Right here, you're like, oh, we're fine. You see some cars slipping, and then it's like, oh, Seth the Merchant. But then, let's take a look here. Matthew Zwack, who's currently the leader of the race. He's stuck right in the middle of this. Oh my goodness. That is, someone was looking out for Matthew Zwack there, my goodness.
I'm just saying, those shots remind me of, like, it's gonna be really weird. 2012, the movie. The driving scene where everything's just crashing around them.
I think he gets a little bit lucky with some netcode here. Jeremy Cootie bounces down into him. But you know what? You take what you can get sometimes. Oh, and...
Yeah, that's what happens when you race online.
You know, you take what you can get. I feel bad for Travis. We just talked to him. Kiss of death right there. Pretty unsurprising from us. He just gets sent. I mean, it's... Oh. That's so many heavy hitters at the back of this field. Yeah, this would be a funny... Here comes Brandon. There we go. There he goes. Corey Henry says he missed it all as well. Yeah, that's actually who got in the back of Dylan Kemp and who helped send AJ Green. Take a look here. Corey Henry, he sits 11th right now. How'd he get out of this? More angles, the better. And let's see here. He's a couple rows behind Zwack, and good use of the brakes so far. Continuing to use the brakes. And that's how you, yeah, that's a proper use of the brakes right there. That's how you do it, folks. That is how you avoid a wreck. Now you get up to speed quicker and take some spots for yourself. I mean, that's top tier. Well done. Zwack will take the bottom here, as we only have 14 laps to go on the restart.
How have we only done 24 laps in 44 minutes? Like, I know we went live, like there was a little pre-game stuff, but like, I feel like we should be a little further along. We need to stop wrecking.
I mean, was that the 4th caution of the night?
I mean, now I understand why the longest green flag run has been 11 laps.
The intensity is next level. Let's go talk to Jacob Dunn really quick. Jacob Dunn, you got a copy?
I do. What's going on, man?
What's going on? You were involved in the first wreck of the night, missed the whole front clip, but you're working your way up, back up through this pack, top 20. Think you got anything for the second half of the race?
Well, we say that fast repair, man, and I hope we can get a good run up here. You know, I'm praying there's not a lot of chaos, but I took the bottom just in case, so we'll have an escape route. Hopefully that wreck will slide up to the top, but we should be good if I can get a good dance partner up here and get to the front.
Absolutely. Good luck the rest of the way, sir.
Appreciate it, man. Have a good one.
So I hope there's not a whole lot of chaos or no wrecks, but I don't think we're done wrecking them up just yet.
We probably have like 3 or 4 more in us.
I think we do. Oh, whoa, that's an interesting start there. That was... Zwack was the control car. Looks like Mendez, though, might have went first. We'll see what the ruling is from our race control specialist, Corbin Simmons. I mean, he gave it back. The start wasn't that bad, all things considered. Wesley Parker says 2 wide is no longer. Bringing Mark Jorgensen with me and Michael Cozy with me. Tucker Minter making a move to the middle line. Rod Flagg, Dylan Kemp working together. Here comes James Mendez.
Oh, he's got no help right now. He's got the 22 of Wesley Parker, and that's it.
Tucker Minter to the lead. He's had a lengthy absence, but he's right back up front where we would expect him. That third line starting to get organized somewhat. A couple extra cars in tow. Joe Swanson, Jacob Dunn, Jeremy Cutie.
I just see at the back of the pack, Rod Flag dropping like a rock.
Rod is consistent in his strategy. He's just going to wait out. He's saving that fast spare. He's hoping that everybody wads him up here.
I mean, there's still a lot of aggressive
It's
side
3
drive.
wide right now for 37. That tells you what we're dealing with right now. Inadvertently, of course, but we got guys switching lanes. I think that's Kyle Bartles that says, let me go dead last right now. 42 cars, all still on track. A remarkable feat. Only Chris Pinder is a lap down right now. Man, I love some plate racing. It just gets you all excited. It's so fun to watch.
Oh, we're back to 4. DK up to the high side. Down to 3 again.
See, this is where a lot of this miscommunication can happen because it's not a consistent 4 wide. You got a car next to you, then it kind of fades out. The lines right behind 10th place aren't really well formed up. You got a lot of gaps that can be filled, and guys are going to be shooting, trying to fill them.
Yeah, Corey Henry went from the bottom to the middle and put on 4. And now he's trying to, sit there in that middle line and be...
James Mendez, the restart was all clear, apparently. Hasn't had to come in for a pit stop, hasn't been black flagged. He is up 34 spots, tried to go top to bottom, but he'll end up leaving that middle line. Trying to be playoff spoiler here.
I don't think that was a good call by him. He had help on that high side. He's got to drop back now. He's on the nose of Jaden Carter, but there's Wesley Parker.
Going to drop down right in front of him. DK still 4 wide. Jacob Dunn, we just talked to him. He's making his move. Contact in front of the field. Everybody's scrambling. Can they hold on to it? Further back, more contact. That's Jaden Carter through the grass. And they're somehow going to hang on to it.
There are multiple angry drivers in the field right now.
They didn't wreck. They did not wreck, though. Nobody actually even went around.
Oh, his work almost got turned.
That was a good no call. That was a great no call. Now we're going to see who has the organization to get back up.
We're already back to 3 by 3.
I love the no call there. You had to let him figure it out.
Hey, that's probably going to save the drivers in the back, to be honest.
It really will be. I think we had some overcast here all of a sudden. DK 4 wide. To the lead, up 28 positions. That was only 3 wide, excuse me. The bottom one wasn't quite there. But still impressive move. He made a very sudden move. Picked up Michael Cozy Jr. He leads the top line. The push from Tucker Minter has Zwack back out in front. Great no call, Corbin. It ain't going to matter when we wad him up here in a couple of laps. But right now, that's I love that call. Dean Clavitt probably got the worst of it. He's off the pack. AJ Green sits 27th. This whole second half of this field's got to get reorganized. It'll be important for his playoff hopes. Mo Perry as well runs 18th. Tyler Gary 13th. He's in the main pack though. Zwack a playoff driver. Cozy playoff driver. Alex Link runs 33rd.
I mean, at this point, you're just waiting for these top 16 to wreck each other.
Absolutely. Will they wreck each other? I don't know, though. They might try and play a little safe for 8 laps, get to the white flag, but this second group is getting reorganized.
They are definitely going to wreck each other.
I think this is all the way back. I mean, really, Alex Link is still in a draft. I would argue that all the way back to Kevin Spencer, if these back 3 can get organized, that it would still be a lengthy field if they can get organized. Because Corey Henry has now joined the party. 17th, 18th. And then here comes Cody Porter leading another group of 3, and then it's up to Lucas Plessel to lead another group. And then it's up to Chris Hill. And I think behind them, Travis DeLeon and Alex Link, they got to get lined up together. They're in danger of losing this pack, but not sure why they haven't worked. I mean, 2 cars, they'd easily be in the draft, but they're... I think Ross Corlett now has got him. And never mind, we're wrecking anyways. The entire front pack. It doesn't matter. No front clip for the 88. Jacob Dunn involved again.
This starts with Scott Warren. He comes up to block the middle line.
Oh,
It doesn't look like
he got a heck of a shot there. Let's see what happens here. Wesley Parker abandons him. He comes down. And he kind of got, we got caught in no man's land. And James Brown's iRacing crashed. But yeah, he got stuck in a place that I'm not envious of him whatsoever. He should have just committed to Zwack, and it would have been okay. Not sure why he went back up to the top. Well, I mean, he didn't. Zwack actually did take him 4. And I mean, he had the room, but he goes back up, and then Jorgensen tries to split them, and contact is made back into the left rear. Scott will actually be okay for the most part. It's everywhere right behind this that kind of takes the brunt of it. Dylan Kemp, he could have done. Cozy involved again. Ryan Oates, Wesley Parker, Mark Jorgensen Jr. It was a good call, J Dowls. They were not done. We got one. And I think with the restart, and I think especially you got Seth the Mert. Oh. Huh.
Well, I think there goes my pick to win.
Never mind. I say he had. All right then.
He just wants to make my pick to win look bad.
Did you really pick Seth the Merchant?
I did.
Wow. I think I won that battle.
I said Cozy has the best odds to win, both. But for individually, I'm taking the Merchant for this one.
Right. But you got some heavy hitters back here. Jacob Dunn was charging up towards the front. He got wrecked. Dean Klavitz got a lot to prove. Corey Henry sitting outside the top 25. Tyler Gary definitely going to go for it, as is Cozy. Alex Link doesn't want to finish 14th, but there's a lot of guys kind of out of position here. Again, Andrew Cootie not here tonight, so he is out of contention. Parker White has a bye to the championship, so it's Michael Cozy Jr., Michael P. Frisch, Mo Perry, Matthew Zwack, Alex Link, Tyler Gary, AJ Green, and Daniel Smallwood competing for the final 3 spots. This is only the first race, of course. You want to get a great finish if you can. Zwack in a good position, as is Frisch, as is Mo. AJ Green next up, then Link, then Cozy, then Tyler Gary, then Daniel Smallwood.
I'm just saying, we've seen F1 dragsters wreck each other, alright? It's very easy to wreck going in a straight line.
Absolutely. Gonna have 4 laps to go on the restart. Or did James Mendez have upload packet loss? Is that what it said? He wants to know.
Yep. He did, in fact, have upload packet loss.
You hate to see it. Absolutely hate to see it. Heartbreaking. 4 laps to go. Matthew Zwack continues to lead impressively with the amount of damage he has to that 18 machine. Scott Warren has a little bit. Tucker Minter, I think, has a clean car, as does Frisch. Jonathan T. Jones has recovered very well. I think he was involved in 3 cautions in 7 laps last week. I'm being serious. It was not the race he would have wanted. He sits 5th right now. So with all of this, we should have 39 on the lead lap. Seth the Merchant out. James Mendez out. Mark Jorgensen Jr. back on track. Still 41 cars on the racetrack. Couple guys a lap down. He should have time to get back on the lead lap, though. James Mendez getting one of his laps back, so if he gets one more caution, he should be good to go. And that way, everybody is on a lead lap at the end of this thing.
I'd almost guarantee that we're getting one more caution, but I think that's going to be the final one, because then we'll be in
Absolutely.
overtime.
So we got one more in the next 3 laps. Everyone that is not dead is on the lead lap, so that's a interesting prospect. Here comes the 88 machine, so he'll be on the lead lap. He just won't have the draft. And then it is up to James Mendez to try and get his final lap back on the next caution. But at the moment, it is Scott Warren and Matthew Zwack front row with 41 cars on track, 40 on the lead lap. Most of them have a relatively clean race car and or a fast repair left, so I think we're going to see some guys go for it here. Field in hand of Matthew Zwack. He enters the Geico restart zone. We are green. 4 laps to go at the line.
It's also funny that starting 1-2 there were our, pole and outside pole sitter.
Everything has come full circle again, hasn't it? Pinder might actually end up catching the back of the field here. We'll see. Got the front 3-car breakaway on the bottom. See if Frisch takes that run and puts it up to the high side, or if Tucker Minter steps out of line. Michael McElroy's up 34 spots here late. Scott Warren leading the outside line. Never mind, it's Tucker Minter that making the first move. Cody Porter in the mix.
We only have to get around a few more times, boys. Come on.
3 wide further back. That's Wesley Parker. 4 wide further back. Kobzi sits 17th with 3 laps to go. What kind of moves he gonna make?
Oh, Joe Swanson.
Kobzi gonna try and get this third line organized. He's up to 12th though, 5 spots in just 1 corner. Who's gonna go with him? That third line has some momentum now hooked up with it. Who's gonna jump out of line? It is Jonathan T. Jones. Cozy trying to go 4 wide, and he'll do so. Scott Warren with another move, and there goes Frisch, and now we're wrecking in front of the entire field. Caution is out again, and that is some destroyed race cars. That is everybody. So it looks like we had multiple moves being made for 4 wide. The momentum was all with Cozy. He's not going to just stick in line. He makes the move on the 4 machine. Scott Warren thinks that outside line is going to have the momentum. He comes back down. But the contact initially is made between the 2 purple cars, Mo Perry and Michael Frisch. And from then on, it's everybody. Oh, the margins are so fine. I just think Perry can come just a little bit. Scott Warren's going to get turned from 3rd right in front of the field. Top 5 make it out okay, and everybody else past 5th place. That's pretty much everybody. Big hits there for Travis DeLeon, Luigi Gonzalez, blown motor.
We only had 2 laps to go, and then they could have, wadded it up.
Jones on his side. No rear clip whatsoever. I mean, this is just everybody. You got a favorite driver? They were probably in this wreck. I mean, that's just huge. Everybody's coming in for Final adjustments on fuel. Tucker Minter last pitted on lap 16. And Matthew Zwack, lap 16. Michael Frisch, lap 17. So oddly enough, we do have a fuel mileage race between our top 3. Estimated fuel run was 16 to 20 laps almost. This race was 38 laps, so they're trying to do the impossible, it seems like, on Super Speedway, and that's saved multiple laps of fuel. Go on board here with our top 3. You can see they are shutting the car off. They know they have one attempt at a green-white checkered. Tucker Minter, your race leader, trying to save as much as he can. Swack, same thing. Frisch, same thing. All the top 3 are saving. Looks like McElroy, Scott Warren, a couple guys pitted on lap 22. They should be fine. If the top 3 can make it, they would make it. Doesn't look like anyone else. Well, Cody Porter's saving. He came in on 22. Robert Colgan. So, yeah, definitely some guys trying to stretch it and just not have to make that last pit stop and get stuck in the back of the pack. Take a quick look here. 16, 16, 17, and then 22 for the rest of your top 8. And then Robert Colgan in 9th. Everybody else was lap 32 or onwards. So it's not really a question if they can make it. Now
Tyler Gary seems upset, saying apparently it's random people wrecking playoff guys. I'm pretty sure during that wreck, 3 of those guys were all playoff guys. The 2 who made contact were both playoff guys.
That is correct.
This is
Alex Link is 20th, and that's not how the race car is supposed to look. He also pitted on lap 22. I was going to say that's the only other guy that pitted on lap 22, but that doesn't really matter. He's racing a modified. He'll be having to drop out of the way. And I think Cozy, that was his last fast repair, so he, oh my goodness. We got a topsy-turvy top 4 here, most likely. Still on pit road, Wesley Parker, Rod Flag, Kyle Bartles is leaving. Luigi Gonzalez. Kenny Reel has left. Ryan Doucette, Travis De Leon. So we have thinned the herd here just a little bit. Wesley Parker is out, as is Kyle Bartles. So I think it'll be 37 cars on the track. I don't think they'll have time to get their laps back. This should be the one to go. Yep. So, with that, will be 34 definitely. 35, 36, and 37 are going to try and get their laps back. I don't think they'll catch the field anyways. Don't know if they really have that much. I think Kyle Bartles especially, he's just kind of giving it a half-hearted attempt. And he'll wait for the last lap to try and pick up any spots. The choose is in effect. Everyone's formed up.
So the bets are on yes or no to a leader running out of gas and causing a wreck.
Oh, I don't know. We've had a bunch of cautions here late. Really, you're worried about these top 3. Tucker Minter, Matthew Zwack, Michael Frisch. I don't think they would risk it knowing they have a second race tonight. So I think they're going to make it. Don't think there's any concern for AJ Green. I don't think there's any concern 4th through 9th. Those guys can make it. It's really the top 3. And if they couldn't have stayed out for a green-white checkered, they would have come in after that last caution. Pace cars off. We'll find out, though. I'm going to say no. Who was my pick to win again? Tyler Gary. Now he sits 22nd. Oh, boy. Field in hand with Tucker Minter, though.
Really? I like how you said your pick to win, Tyler Gary's 22nd. Mine is 42nd and out of the race.
Field in hand. Tucker Minter gets us going. Last restart of the night. Inside line kind of fragmented. 3 up top, hooked up well. Tucker Minter might be a sitting duck here. You're really worried about Tucker Minter and Zwack specifically. They came in on 16. Frisch at least came in on lap 17. Right now, your top 2 running on fumes. No help on the bottom side of the racetrack.
Oh, they're wrecking in the back. But
It doesn't matter. Petey Zeller, Jacob Dunn, Joe Swanson,
point of
maybe.
no return.
Absolutely, they've done it to themselves. Christopher Hill making a move. They all drop down to the bottom side of the racetrack. Now there's no help on the outside line.
I mean, there are 3 cars in a line back there. See if Ross Corlett can get any help from DK.
Matthew Zwack all over the back bumper of Tucker Minter. Here comes AJ Green and Cody Porter. Zwack to the bottom with help from AJ Green. We're wrecking huge in the back. Rod Flag. And one car flipping wildly. But Zwack leads the white flag lap through 1 and 2. It's a 14-car breakaway at the front. AJ Green is clear. Can he slide up in front of Tucker Minter? No, he cannot. Here comes Tucker Minter down the back straightaway with help from Cody Porter. Into turn number 3 for the final time. Who's going to make a move to that 3rd lane? Dylan Cam, Lucas Plessel, Ross Corlett, what do they do? Tucker Minter has the advantage. We know Cody Porter's going to go for the win. Everyone making a move on for turn number 4 through the tri-oval. Here comes Ross Corlett. There goes Cody Porter. He's going to get turned. Huge wreck. Zwack on the bottom with all the help. Tucker Minter. Who gets it at the line? It's Tucker Minter.
Zwack! It's Zwack!
It's a tie!
It's a tie!
It's a tie! No! It's 0.00. Mine says Tucker Minter, yours says Zwack. What is iRacing? I guess mine would say Zwack too.
Mine is iRacing. Mine says Zwack.
Yeah.
It's iRacing says 0.0.
And we had a tie. Oh my goodness, down to the 1,000th of a second, and iRacing has no idea. Had to go down to the 10,000ths to make it. Oh my goodness. Let's take another look at this.
We gotta hurry up because we gotta get into the next session.
Oh yeah, we do. We'll go ahead and load into that.
Oh, holy.
But Matthew Zwack, I thought it was Tucker Minter. Let's back this up real quick. Oh my goodness, what a finish. Here we go.
I would have swore that was Tucker's. Like, all the way through.
I mean, come on. There's your finish. Cody Porter got turned trying to make a move for the win. That is ridiculous. And then it came down to Zwack and Tucker Minter. Little contact there at the end. Well, Matthew Zwack, your winner here on a tie. Let's go ahead and join the next session. And we'll see if we get a quick interview. We'll at least get registered for it.
Oh, we got him. He's in voice chat.
All right. Go ahead. He's already here. Here. Matthew Zwack, your winner on a statistical tie. iRacing showed it as 0.000. Had to go down to the 10,000th to do it, but you walk out of here race number 1 a winner in thrilling fashion.
Yeah, I mean, that's definitely the closest finish I think I've ever had in the game. I mean, I knew Tucker. We were both damaged. There was a lot of, I wouldn't say destroyed cars, but hurt cars up there. And I knew I had to get, Tucker was blocking, and I figured getting under him would be fine, because I'd have a big enough push if I got some help. And huge shout out to AJ Green. I mean, he's the reason I won that. Wouldn't have done it without him. But I've seen it a ton. I've lost like this a ton. But coming into the checkered, they like to split up on the high side with everyone going for wins. And with no yellow line rule, you can just slide right through on the bottom. And as close as it was, it was enough to get there.
Absolutely. Literally couldn't have been any closer. You started on pole, ended up winning the race to boot. What did you see out there tonight with all the shorter race. Obviously, we got race number 2 here. What did you see out there with the intensity?
Well, yeah, there's obviously a ton of aggression that's going to happen when you only have a 38, 40 lap race. And this is, I mean, I wouldn't call it an oddity, but there was a lot of wrecks up front, more than usual. I feel like I was just missing wrecks by the one I had the onboard on. I feel like I was missing wrecks just barely up front. And, you know, it takes a good amount of luck to win these. This is my first win in like coming up on like 2 years. I've come close so many times for so long, but yeah, it's felt good to clear the hump there.
Absolutely. But congratulations on a thrilling win here tonight. Still got one more race. We'll re-rack them, try it again. What's the expectations for race number 2?
We're gonna go out there and we're gonna dig. We're gonna try and go back to back.
Absolutely. We'll let you get any shout-outs in that you might have for the broadcast. Go ahead.
Yeah, big shout out to AJ. Big shout out to Lucas. I won't talk a lot of shit, but shout out to all the Puffer Zone guys. Always make the night a lot of fun. You guys too, broadcast. We wouldn't be doing what we were doing if it wasn't for Rod and the broadcast. So appreciate you.
Absolutely. Well, appreciate the kind words and look forward to seeing you in race 2.
Thank you.
Move the wrong
Here with what my overlay says is P1, but apparently it's P2. It's a statistical tie down to the thousandth of a second. But Tucker Mitter making his return to RODDCAR, drove a great race and came up literally a fingernail short. What'd you see out there tonight?
Yeah, I mean, it's just unfortunate. I felt like I was in a good spot there because I still had a clean car miraculously, and then I had all the help coming with me to the line. And then somebody behind me got wrecked right as Whack got back to my quarter panel. So at that point, I couldn't block down, so I was just kind of hoping he wouldn't make it by me, and then I kind of doored him, which I didn't think would do anything, but it kind of hurt his momentum enough that we ended up tying. When I was watching F3 all the way to the line, and I never showed behind him, but iRacing scoring is the end all be all. So continue with my RODDCAR average finish of 2 this season.
Yeah, very consistent, but like you said, a thrilling finish at the end. It could have really been either way. Flip of the coin with the server and the timing, but I thought you had it. My overlay says you have it. But all in all, a great night. What did you see out there intensity wise?
Yeah, well, at the start, I was kind of in a wreck with Rod that I kind of caused. We just were all 4 wide early. And then after that, trying to get back through the field was a bit tough. I was pretty lucky. I felt like my teammate, Michael Cozy Jr., I had some wreck avoidance actually go my way for once. I had, the C's part like Moses in front of me, and I made it through one of the big ones. So that was fortunate for me. And then just trying to stay up front, I was pretty surprised with how bad the inside lane was in the B car. The side draft has gotten pretty rough down there on the bottom of the B car. So just trying to make sure I was in the right spot for the end.
Absolutely. Well, you were in position all the way down to the checkered flag, but nevertheless, a great result tonight. We'll let you get your shout-outs in if you have any.
Yeah, shout out to everybody on Altus, and we're trying to get another Coke driver into this next race if somebody has left decided not to race the next-gen portion of tonight's races, so that's to be seen if that happens.
Yeah.
I'll let y'all look at that on the broadcast if it does.
As if Altus needed the help, yeah, but y'all do a fine job each and every week, and expect to see you out the front here in race 2.
Yeah, thanks, guys.
Absolutely.
All right, I
can't forget about AJ Green. He actually was credited with the assist by Zwack for the win tonight. What did you see there coming to the checkered?
Well, I saw the outside kind of dissipate, and I just pushed the whack. I was like 200, and I was in the high 270s oil temp, so it was definitely about to blow.
Good thing it's coming to the checkered, right? Just run it till it blows.
Yeah, and then I might have tried to go high, but I saw DK there, and that kind of blocked all that. So I just had to stay low and see what I could get.
Absolutely. What did you see out there intensity-wise with the shortened race?
Oh, them things are crazy. They they've always been crazy, and there's just wrecks everywhere. And I somehow, I had to use my fast repair after I flipped. So, going through the big wrecks, I was yelling, having a great time.
Absolutely, that's what we're here Friday nights for. Definitely. What's the expectation for race 2?
I mean, I hope I do the same thing. The next gens, they race a little different. I do like how they race. Just stay up front, and hopefully, if I have to push somebody to a top and get myself a top 5, I'll do that. I'm just looking to get to the next round in the playoffs.
Absolutely. Well, you can put yourself in a great position with a fantastic podium finish. We'll let you get any shout-outs in if you have them.
Shout out to Zwack for winning. Pushed him. Shout out to you guys for broadcasting. Rod putting on the league. And Colin Forrester.
Absolutely. Well, good luck in race 2, and congratulations on a great result in race number 1.
Thank you.
Okay, it's literally practice still. I haven't advanced to qualifying, so let's go talk to Mark. Hey, we saw you join the rating room. We got you. Not how race 1 wanted to go, probably at the end of it. But what did you see out there in the first of our 2 races tonight?
Man,
always up at the front.
I saw a big time Andrew Cootie moment going down the backstretch. The seas parted, and all. Man, I hate that. I fucking wrecked the field going down the back straight. But it was a fun race. I mean, I don't know if net code's just really bad or what the deal is, but I mean, it's all for good fun, man.
Absolutely. You're usually up towards the front. Race number 1 was no different. Leading the middle line and stuff, making some good moves. What's the expectation here for race number 2?
Hopefully win.
There you go.
I mean, it's so hard. It's so hard to win these things. I mean, it seems like it's all luck, but no, man. Hopefully get a top 5, top 10. But like I said, man, it's just for good fun.
Absolutely. That's what we're here Friday nights for. Yeah, what should you expect differently with the next gens compared to the Xfinity cars? What should
Probably
we
a lot of checking up. I know these cars are really good predominantly on the high line, and I think there's going to be a lot of checking up, possibly contributing to some wrecks. Hopefully people's got that brake pedal calibrated pretty good. They're going to need it.
We'll see, but looking forward to another exciting race, and good luck out there.
All right, thanks, Max.
Corbin, you were race control. What did you see out there, race number 1?
These guys were racing insanely close. Like they were getting as close as they possibly could every single lap. There was little room for anything, like including netcode. And I expect to see it again.
Absolutely. What do you think difference-wise? I asked Marek, what do you think we expect to see? You got any input on the next gen versus Xfinity cars?
There's a reason I'm race control. It's because I don't know what I'm doing while driving the car. So I'm hoping for less wrecks, so I have to do less work. All right.
Yeah, I respect it. Hey, shout out Garrett Delph. Did not get in race number 1. Had a spot taken, and then got in race number 2. So
I want to give a shout out to Logan Shore for joining race number 1, but not showing up.
You hate to see it. But yeah, what Rod Flag said, Parker White and Matthew Zwack locked into the championship. So now we got 7 drivers going for 2 more spots for next weekend championship finale. That's going to be even more hectic, I'm sure.
I do want to say that I do not accept money from anybody. That caution was thrown for a reason, not because anybody paid me.
Well, there you have it, folks. Tell you what, let me do this real quick. Corbin, can you clear Chris Pinder's disqualification?
No. Pass.
Here's what we're going. Real quick, like, don't even worry about it.
That name looked familiar. Bobby Zielinski just connected.
Oh, wow.
So I think that's who he meant by Coke Series driver.
Yeah, they're going to...
That's who he meant by Bobby. He was asking if Bobby could join earlier. I'm like, who the hell's Bobby?
Nice. Well, they're gonna be at the front a lot.
Why did you manually disconnect?
I'm trying to clear the old overlay off. It doesn't want to cooperate.
That sounds.
It'll fix itself. It'll be fine.
That sounds like a you problem.
Here, look at the RODDCAR and show while we fix our technical difficulties.
What going?
Can they hear us still?
Yeah. Yes. We're in between races. We've been talking to people. Yeah.
Oh no, I'm talking about when you put up the YJ Media thing.
Yeah, they can hear the intro. Yeah, they hear it.
But do they hear us talking right now?
Yes, they hear us talking right now.
Are you frustrated?
No. I mean, the overlay.
So you're not.
I'll take care of that problem.
Let's see if we can.
You're not a broadcaster. Why are you here?
Just ask questions. I'm on time, right? I'm helping you guys.
I just want to state, Bobby Zelensky goes to the top of the list. That's how high his I rating is.
That's not surprising. Yeah, have fun. Don't make bad calls. I'll make. Oh, by the way, like lap 9 of the last race, what was being said on the racetrack and what was being said in the broadcast booth was extremely different. It was whenever Corey. Whenever you guys were saying Corey Henry was on his run to the front. No, Zwack had a little wheel hop netcode thing, and that just messed everybody up, and everybody was more confused as to what happened than actual racing.
Interesting.
You guys are thinking like the most serious, like Corey Henry's on a tear, and he's just like, "What happened?" I just thought that was funny.
Let's fix this. I don't like it. Like, let's do this.
I don't know where Art went. So good luck with this.
Interesting.
Oh, it's back.
What?
Oh, you left.
Yeah, I was telling Cody Porter to stop being annoying.
No, you.
Yeah, let's do this. Alright. They're in qualifying. You're not missing a whole lot, I promise. I promise.
I mean, 3 minutes has passed in qualifying.
We'll be okay.
You missed 3 minutes.
We will be alright, I promise. I think.
Maybe.
Still got 28 years though. They haven't abandoned us in Florida.
I'm doing better than my father.
Okay, so competing for a playoff spot will be Michael Cozy Jr., Michael P. Frisch, Mo Perry, Alex Link, Tyler Gary, and AJ Green. Andrew Cootie not here. We got 7 drivers going for 2 spots in the final race tonight. Here are the point standings live. Did not have enough time to update them. The boss. Right now, you got to say AJ Green and Frisch got a good chance of advancing. Mo Perry, Alex Lynn, Cozy have work to do. Qualifying is proceeding. Let's see if we can get these overlays up now. How about it? Same exact rules apply as the first one. 38 laps. Fuel run estimated at exactly the same. Let's see what we got. Yeah, that's what we like to see. We love to see a good race overlay. I think we are.
Look at you.
Love to see it. It doesn't like when I leave sessions. You are right about the Mickey Mouse broadcast issue. That was so sad. But we will see part of qualifying anyways. Brandon Cruz Monsivais. We had 22 qualify last time. I don't think he'll even finish his lap. So 17 out of the 43 qualified. Seth the Merchant is just doing some burnouts. And Brandon's going to come up just a little bit short of completing his second lap. Penultimate race of the season. Final chance to get locked in. That's a great looking paint scheme, by the way. It really is. .38 laps to settle it. Tyler Gary Matthew Zwack already locked in. So Gary, Cozy, the names in gold across the top of your screen, fighting for those final 2 playoff spots. Everybody else going for the win. It is Tyler Gary on pole. Matthew Zwack started on pole last race. He'll start second this race.
So whose fortunes are you going to ruin tonight? Or this race?
Give
I've already done it once.
Give me Michael Cozy Jr. in fourth.
Oh.
It's a must-win. Most RODDCAR wins out of anybody. He's going to pull through in the clutch.
In the clutch. I'm going to take... He's probably here to help out the other Coke Series drivers, but I'm going to take Bobby Zielinski. I think this is his debut.
It, in fact, is Bobby Zielinski's debut.
Never know. I mean, we've had stats come out from years on past from the original RODDCARs.
It's his debut for us, and that's what matters.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Always good to see some
all the
big-time
legends
names
start
in here.
RODDCAR.
Yep. Your path starts here. From RODDCAR to the Daytona 500. Not only for the drivers, but you'll see us on the broadcast booth at some point. We have a full field again here tonight. Love to see everyone coming out on Friday night, all the way down to Luigi Gonzalez. Let's see, Ryan Oates needs to grid up. Michael Frisch needs to grid up. We saw Brandon Cruz make a qualifying effort, so only 3 drivers we're worried about. I would love to see a full 43 cars.
If we have 43 sign up and someone else, like, once again, does not race, like, that's straight to the gulag.
We're just wait. All right, we're literally just waiting on Ryan Oates in 32nd to grid. We got a full 43 car field here tonight. Everybody, wait, Luigi. There we go. There's everybody. Everybody has gridded up. A full 43 car field here tonight. The best of the best advancing to the championship race. It's gonna be a barn burner. But yeah, I already picked Cozy. You can't double pick. Corbin. Take a hike.
Messi, you can't pick him. He my guy.
Now we can't triple pick. Come on, guys. Got Michael McElroy picking him. We had a statistic.
Isn't McElroy racing?
In fact,
shouldn't he pick himself?
Yeah, McElroy, you gotta have confidence in yourself, bud. Who's starting 6th? Jonathan T. Jones, I need your paint scheme to load. Thanks. You're like the only one not in compliance, and I don't want to reload it just for one. Yeah, you're like the only one. How about that? Alright, fine. Is it fine? I'll reload it.
Trying to make one man feel special.
No one is special here, I promise.
I'm very special.
Well. Is this just not gonna load? That's incredible. Be easy to figure out which one he is, though.
It'd be pretty easy to just be like, hey, there's the blank white car.
Pretty much. It is Tyler Gary from Matthew Zwack all the way down. Luigi Gonzalez, Ryan Oates, they suddenly have not appeared, but nevertheless, it was 43 at one point. Tyler Gary enters the Geico restart zone, and we are green for the second race here this evening. 38 laps.
Jonathan T. Jones in game chat. Always my scheme. I'm white. I have a blue scheme. I'm sorry we can't see it. I made a mistake. I decided to refresh trading the paints, and now half the cars are white.
Yeah, that's what I was at risk at, but you know what? It's just we're just gonna have to live with it. It's 100% downloaded twice, and his not showing up, so we'll move on. Lucas Plessel to the lead. And we're nearing 200 miles an hour.
Ryan Oates drops due to upload packet loss.
So already down to 42.
Ooh, lots of cars on the apron there.
That's Brandon Cruz Monsivias dropping down to the apron, trying to get away. 3 by 3. Already a different style of racing. Guys trying to get up to the top side of the racetrack. Bobby Zielinski, he's up 11 spots already. Jonathan T. Jones in the white car leading the middle line. Heard from pre-race, Mark Jorgensen Jr. look for some checkups in this car. Zielinski to the middle. I believe he's bringing, it's the 33 machine of Tucker Minner with him. Right behind them is Seth the Merchant. Right behind them is 79 of Ryan Doucette. Oh, and Zwack doesn't get turned in front of the field. Caution is out.
Already.
So right off the
laps
bat.
in.
Yeah, just like we saw, caution on lap number 2.
This is going to be a terrible experience for me because, again, like I really made a mistake. Do not refresh Trading Paints again.
We've already decided to do that.
Oh, no! Because, like, all of the cars are white. I got, like, 3 cars on my screen that are actually painted.
I blame Jonathan T. Jones for this.
Oh, no.
Nevertheless, Zwack went from 0 to hero right there. Got turned right in front of the field. Let's take a look at what happened. These guys were going for it right off the bat again. Help from Lucas Plessel. And he just got on his left rear and overcorrected into the field right in front of Mark Jorgensen Jr. 3 machine catches apiece. And honestly, surprised it wasn't worse. It's literally Jonathan T. Jones. You just ain't having a paint scheme tonight, but I'm so sorry.
You know who's leading this race, though?
Bobby Zielinski.
My pick to win. From 18th to 1st in 3 laps.
There you go.
Or like 2 and some change. Yeah, I guess Trading Paints is working for you at least a little bit.
It is literally 41 out of 42. Assuming that Ryan Oates comes back. He did. We're back to 43. I love it. Love to see it. It's all 43 cars entered tonight's race have taken the green flag. Ryan Oates will have to get his laps back right off the rip. Go talk to Jonathan T. Jones. Jonathan T. Jones, you got a copy?
I do.
Well, you are the unlucky Trading Paints glitch tonight. Worked in the first race, doesn't care about your next gen scheme apparently. At least tell me what it is so we can have a mental image for everybody.
Repeat that. Sorry.
You are the only car in the field whose paint scheme didn't load despite multiple Trading Paint refreshes. At least tell everybody out there what it is so they can get a mental image.
I believe it is all blue with the number 4 on it.
Fair enough.
Pretty awesome.
Yeah,
But,
and it didn't want to load. That's unfortunate.
Hey, if it makes me easier to notice, I guess
You'll
that's
be the
better.
most noticeable person on the racetrack tonight,
There
so no pressure.
Good to hear. Thank you for that.
But what did you see out there in race 1? Now we had 2 early wrecks, race 1 and 2. What are you expecting the rest of the way?
It was really tight, like just, I mean, door to door, not a lot of room for movement, and then especially getting down to those final laps. I mean, there were people trying to take it 4, which I don't blame them at all. But it was fun. I think it'll be the same here. Obviously, caution filled, but you just got to survive and not use your fast repair early.
Absolutely. Good luck the rest of the way, sir.
Thank you.
Top 3, Bobby Zielinski, Tucker Minner, Seth the Merchant, Corey Henry 4th, Tyler Gary 5th, Cozy 6th, Wesley Parker 7th, Mo Perry 8th, Christopher M. Hill 10th, and then it's Joe Swanson who's made a couple of starts here and there. But that's just an absolutely stacked top 10. My goodness. Bobby Zielinski's up 17 spots since the start. Tucker Minner's up 18 spots since the start. And Seth the Merchant is up 16 spots since the start.
The funny thing is, like, it spreads throughout, like, the actual entire field, not just, you know, the drivers currently in the top 10. Because, like, sitting outside the top 10, I mean, you have Jorgensen, you have Smallwood, Frisch. Link is very good. He doesn't compete, you know, like, competitively. He does a lot of the building. DK's good. Ryan Doucette.
Guys, we see
Rod
up there
Flax.
every week. Matthews Black, 42nd. Good thing he's already locked in. Jacob Ross, it's like we've heard from multiple guys post and pre-race. It's so hard to win one of these races. The amount of competition that shows up week in and week out. You have 43 cars, and it's top of the line competition.
Not only like the difficulty of like it being some of the best drivers on the service, it's the unpredictability of being at a super speedway.
Absolutely, 200 miles an hour. You just really don't know what to expect week in and week out. I mean, last race literally came down after an overtime restart, 40 laps. It comes down to a tie. That's how fine the margins are here.
Is that the Timmy P that we were watching in Road to Pro?
Timmy Pancioli?
Like, yeah.
Timmy Pancioli fan club?
That became like one of my favorite parts about Road to Pro this season.
He had a dedicated following each and every week. I love it.
Just one person constantly showing up like, how's Timmy doing?
He did pretty all right week in and week out. Yeah, bringing him to round 2. Love to see it. Wish you all the best in round number 2.
Yeah, sadly, we won't be there for that.
No, sir.
Not until we usurp one of the.
We leave that to the
splits.
professionals.
That'll be us one day.
1 and 2. We're third split. We'll never forget third split, though. Bobby Zielinski, though, enters the Geico restart zone, and we are underway. Look at the Altus cars. Just in a absolute force up the top side of the racetrack. Look at the 3-car breakaway at the top. Poses 4th. I mean, that's just... I don't know who's going to win, but the safe money is on an Altus Esports car bringing home the W. Joe Swanson through the middle, Mark Jorgensen Jr. trying to get to his back bumper, and Corey Henry leading the inside line, although there's trouble
caution.
further back. Jeremy Cootie.
Oh, this is a big one, too. They're scattered all over the track.
Caution out immediately down the back straightaway. Take a look at what happened here to the 24 machine. They were 4 wide just behind this. Edie Zeller, that happened. That was not Cootie's fault at all. Looks like Smallwood gets into the 3 machine of Jacob Dunn, sends him up the racetrack into PD Zeller, gets on his right rear, sends him up, and down they go. Travis De Leon able to escape. Jacob Dunn spun around.
Ooh, PDJ's definitely got a concussion from that hit.
Oh, backed into the fence. And then that's the 15 of, I believe, Ryan Oates that gets clipped here as well. Petey, let's take a look here. Oh,
he might be retired from the sport.
Oh, we backed it in. Yep, he's done. Brain has turned to mush.
I'm gonna miss Kurt Busch.
I do miss him. All 43 cars still on the lead lap after that. Travis De Leon spending extended time for... Just didn't think he got too much damage from that, but 43 cars still out on the racetrack.
What if someone tell Kick to sign us to a
multi-million-dollar deal?
Yeah. Just a couple $100,000, like, at minimum. We'll come over.
Yeah.
We'll bring our 24 viewers.
Mm-hmm. Got 25, excuse me.
It just ticked up.
You can't sell us short. You gotta get every viewer in there for the contract.
I'll sell you short.
I'll take $25,000 per viewer. How about that? You're just throwing money away. Let them try and break into a new market, right?
Like, we'd be the biggest iRacing streamers. Actually, what do we?
I don't think we would. I think enough people have already switched over. We're getting banned from Twitch from this, so we might have to switch over if we're talking about it.
Can I even go to their website right now? You can't.
What do you mean you can't go
Their
to it?
their website is either down or like it says host error.
Oh boy. It's been a good ride. They signed what's his face to $100 million and they forgot to pay the website bill.
XQC for $100 million. All man does is stream other people's content.
All he is loud.
We could be loud.
All I'm saying is these next gen cars, they got some good paint schemes. They brought the heat.
I mean, it helps when they're like professionals at the front.
Yeah. But these boys brought the heat. They really did. Jonathan T. Jones especially.
What about AJ Green's? Is that heat?
That's heat.
It's heat.
But I mean, it's a good looking field of race cars. It's a shame they're all going to get torn up before the end of the night.
We got another 30 laps. How many do you think we can, wreck?
Dylan Kem's is heat, okay? It just, I mean, really, it's all well done to the painters and the guys that made these cars. Well done. P.D. Zeller leaving pit road now, and then Kyle Bartles, the only other man on pit road.
I like how you have the opportunity to shout out someone who wait, is he? He should be racing here. Where's Mo Perry? Yeah, Mo Perry and Perry Paints.
Absolutely.
We'll talk about a painter.
Absolutely.
I'm sure there are other people who race who probably do paints, but Perry Paints, friend of the channel.
Mm-hmm.
Love us some Morpheus Perry.
He right now is 9th, just ahead of Andrew Cootie only, so he's going to have to win to get into the Final Four. See what he's got here. 2 quick cautions just like last race, so it means we're pretty much on for another tie.
If we have a tie, that would be absolutely insane.
Lights are off on top of the pace car. Everybody's choosing this lap, the field of 43. P.D. Ziller's having a moment.
I'm also having a moment.
But Travis still on pit road as Kyle Barlow is out now. Our 43 cars still out on the racetrack. You picked Bobby Zielinski. He's going to start first. I picked Cozy. He'll be starting 19th. I almost argue that Cozy, Alex Lincoln, Mo Perry are must wins. His 4th place entering tonight was Michael P. Frisch at 5:30. Tyler Gary 5:25, Daniel Smallwood 5:22. Those are easily overcome. 5:13 for Cozy, 5:11 for Link, and 5:08 for Mo Perry. They need a lot of help, and you'd rather just win and forget about it. Bobby Zielinski and Joe Swanson in your front row, though, as we come back to green here, lap 10.
You make it sound so easy to just go out there and win.
That's what they got to do. That's just do it. But those Altus boys, I mean, my goodness. Scott Warren, I'm so sorry.
What is this restart?
That is what it's. That is called communication.
They've got to be cheating.
I mean, that is just. They gone. They gone. Poor Henry trying to fight back on the bottom.
That's not even the Altus boys who have been terrorizing RODDCAR for 5 years. Like, Michael Cozy's back near 20th.
Yeah, they're not even all up there. Like, oh my goodness. I told Tucker Minter they didn't need the help when Zielinski joined, but sure enough he's here. He has joined the technical alliance, and not a surprise, they have control of the top 4 right now. 3 cars absolutely under a blanket. Half a second back to Corey Henry. Tucker Minner actually gets caught out here. That's Chris Hill, excuse me.
They might actually. They're not going to entirely win, but
they will
sure
control this race as they see fit. Everyone else is trying to get lined up. Mo Perry, can he hang on to it? What a save from the 54 machine. Tried to slide up and fill the hole in front of Joe Swanson.
Oh, they finally had to disconnect those front 3. I think the car started getting too hot.
Corey Henry to get back up to him. But if there's a restart with 2 to go and they're 1-4, it's one of them's winning the race. It's just a matter of who they want to win. But we're lined up single file now. All the way back until Mo Perry.
Oh, we're wrecking.
He's going to get turned up in front of the field.
What was that?
Yellow's out. Oh, Petey Zeller is destroyed. And Mo Perry's chances of a championship have decreased even further. What in the world? That was him and Chris Pinder.
It was Pinder. What is Pinder doing? I get it. Like, he's not there, but just get on the back of him.
I mean, Mo was second lane, and then he... Nah, that's not even on Pinder. I don't know. Mo kind of idled down in front of him. He didn't really throw the block.
I think Mo just thought he would hook up with him. He didn't think he'd get split.
You know what they say about assuming, though?
I'm gonna fight you.
Robert Colgan, big damage. And then... There's Petey Zeller. Oh, James Mendez. Oh my goodness.
I don't understand how that's the preferable move to just, you know, getting in lining and pushing him.
It is what it is at that point. They've made their decisions. But
well, I'm gonna be unhappy with Pinder forever now because another caution.
Oh well. We get to see another Altus restart. So
actually, they have lane choice too, so it's just up to them.
So here's the moment that caused Petey Zeller to die. You should have pushed James Mendez. Getting off, side drafting him. Caution was out. They just fly in there full speed. I don't know when it was out. I think it...
I'm sure it was out for...
Well, no, it was actually out now. And at that point, it's the wheels have already been set in motion. Woo, James Mendez, you about died. Yep. Woo. Ryan Doucette has made it back to pit road. I think he had packet loss issues. But Ryan Doucette, Michael Cozy Jr., Tucker Minner, Bobby Zielinski, Tyler Gary, all Coke Series drivers. And after all that, Pinder going to stay down on the racetrack. You love to see it. He came in on lap 3, so he can afford to stay out. Scott Warren has not pitted yet. And James Mendez pitted on lap 8. Bobby Zielinski wins the race off of pit road. Fuel only for pretty much everybody. He'll be first for just a moment. With 3 quick cautions in the early going here. Inside of 25 to go already. We've already
I don't know what Rod tried to say there.
He said resetting trading paints helped. We've tried that, and then Jonathan T. Jones is just the only one stuck.
I still have a bunch of white cars though. So.
I'll take 42 out of 43. That's an A. That's an A minus right there. Still on pit road, Luigi Gonzalez and Ryan Doucette. The 44 pulls away. 79 has not. 42 cars on the lead lap. Doucette will have work to do to get his laps back. Petey Zeller had to take a fast repair, so we'll be cautious the rest of the way. Somewhat, maybe. Scott Warren finally coming into pit. And Pinder receives his EOL. So James Mendez will take the lead of the race here, and good luck versus Zielinski, DeMerchant, Frisch, Tucker Minner. Good luck, my friend. It didn't work last week for us either. Or was that 2 weeks ago where we had major issues?
I think it was 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
Because like it was the same guy. We reset it for Jonathan T. Jones.
Mm-hmm. I'd be very curious what Mendez could do here. I'd throw a huge block, to be honest. Against 4 cars lined up like that, I'd just throw a block. Zielinski goes high to Merchant, Minters. So that's going to be the push again up top. Yes, Mendez, you are better than Bobby Zielinski. You should switch rides, to be honest with you. I love that it hasn't even loaded a default. It just was like, we're just not going to give him anything. Like I think like 2 weeks ago, I don't know, McElroy. That's kind of as oof that early in the race. I'll be honest, a little oof, small oof. Mo did wander, but like you didn't have to. It's fine. We'll move on. It's fine.
I'm not moving on.
Just move on, sir.
No.
Fine. Either way. Getting the restart here, lap 16. 15 laps complete. 23 laps to go. No Perry still in the lead lap, no faster, but he's got a shot to win it. 42 cars on track. Ryan Doucette still on pit road. Not sure what happened to him. James Mendez is the control car. But you can already tell that top 3 on the outside are ready to go. Mendez went into the Geico restart zone, get a good jump, and I would come up the block as quickly as possible. Really, even if you
block, it might split you. Yeah.
Let's see what Zielinski tries to do. He's got the right idea. No, well, the bottom line actually has some help, so it's not the worst idea to stay down there.
They weren't as connected. There he goes.
He at least tried it, and he does get split. I respect the hustle. He tried something, made him work for it, but now they got 3 cars hooked up. Bottom line put up more of a fight, though. And we'll see if we can actually get a couple laps under our belt here. They're down to the middle lane now.
I'm kind of surprised they were not as connected on that restart. It took them a minute.
Jonathan Amodio up into the top 10. That is Ross Corlett getting all out of shape from the push from Cozy. James Mendez trying to get hooked back up on that high side. Not a lot of help in the middle right now. And there's no middle anymore. How about Kenny Reel in the 022 machine sitting P6 right now? Mendez is absolutely going for it. He's getting back up to the lead. He wants to. Making moves. Somebody's going to get clipped and spin down. Can they hold it? No, they can't. No. Yellow is out.
You said, can they hold it? And there was a car sideways coming back up on the track out of the corner.
I believe that was...
That's not as bad as I thought it would be. What?
Colgan. Corbin, I might yell at you for throwing this one. I don't know.
No, that's definitely a good throw.
I might. Oh, so it's actually, that's Brandon Cruz Monsivais. The 15 of Ryan Oates. Not, why did he do that? What?
What?
Just stay up. And then you come up and hip check Ryan Dunn. You should have just stayed up. You wouldn't have these issues.
Oh.
That should not have happened. I'll be honest.
Ban him.
I mean, Brandon Cruz turns himself, and then the 15 freaks out on us here. And then hip checks Ryan Dunn, Petey Zeller again, Jeremy Cootie, and then Robert Colgan. So I guess you can throw that one, I suppose, but that probably shouldn't have happened. Colgan gets the worst of it.
We're at 2 hours and we're 18 laps into the second race.
Yeah.
A normal race would have been so much better. I love doubleheaders. And by so much better, I mean like time-wise and not wrecking each other wise.
Yeah.
But no.
I'm all down for it. Look at the top 4 right now. Even the top, can't even real top 5. I love it. The top 6 currently, all the way to 7th. The first playoff driver was Frisch in 9th. Everybody's coming in this time by, except no paint scheme Jonathan T. Jones. He'll get a bonus point here for his troubles. And Wesley Parker will stay out as well. Not the worst strategy with all the cautions we've been having. Go 5 laps, a caution comes out, everyone comes down for fuel with you. But Jonathan T. Jones, your race leader. James Mendez, you let a lap, and you threw an interesting block there, and but you were making moves back up to the front. How's that 92 car feeling for you right now?
Honestly, I don't know. We never got a shot to really, I don't know, make a bigger run. But I'm telling you this, I'm throwing a bigger block next time. I don't care if it's every lane. I am blocking every car.
Fair enough. Through a block to kind of learn and test some things. Now you got the notebook that you need for later on in the race.
Yeah, we're gonna turn this into Moon Car, but just in Rock Car without wrecking anybody.
See if we can pull it off. Jonathan Amodia, you've made a couple of part-time starts this season. You gonna be able to get up there and work with James?
That's one of the plans. I was kind of holding my own in the middle of the pack, and then I don't know. I guess 54 thought he was clear when he wasn't in that too. But I didn't get no damage. Still got a fast pair, so I think I'll be okay.
Absolutely. Well, good luck the rest of the way, gentlemen. Tucker Minter wins the race off pit road. Chris Pinder has also not pitted. He last pitted on lap 3. Travis Daly on lap 13, so a couple guys staying out on strategy. Ryan Doucette has still been on pit road. I wonder if we can classify him as out yet. The engine is still running, so I imagine it would blow here. I'm not sure, though. P.D. Zeller leaving pit road, Jacob Dunn, and Robert Colgan leaving the box. Should be choosing this time by. Will be inside of 20 laps to go. I think we've lost Luigi Gonzalez, actually, in all of them. No, he was just blinking out. Okay. So 42 cars still out on the racetrack, and Ryan Doucette, he's on pit road, but, you know, not actively participating in the race.
I'm back.
Gotcha.
I was talking to our ARS boys.
How what they got to say?
Well, he still Pinder does not believe that it was his fault.
Right.
Because I was just trying to go past him. Like, what am I? So I'm like, just push him.
Yeah, he didn't want to push him though, did he?
I don't want to push him.
Yeah.
He does not believe that his name is Morpheus. And he believes that he was deemed at fault because the tower is friends with the guy who came down in front of him.
Oh boy. Would you say quote unquote bias?
Biased?
Corbin, we're gonna have to do an investigation here, bud. I don't know. But Jonathan T. Jones
all over again.
Oh boy. Look at this beautiful paint scheme leading this race right now. Jonathan T. Jones really just I mean, I'm so sorry. taking the restart here. 20. Jonathan T. Jones, the control car. Wesley Parker lined up behind him. The Altus guys have made a move to the bottom now. Tucker Minter, Seth the Merchant, and Bobby Zielinski, who I don't believe runs for Altus, though, but he's clearly working with them here tonight. The 4 machine will enter the Geico restart zone, and we are back underway. Pretty even start, all things considered. No one getting out to a big push. That's the restart we've been wanting to see. Inside line, though. 3 cars hooked up tight on the bottom. They're slowly pulling ahead, though. Wesley Parker doing everything he can to try and fight back. Never mind. How did they hold on to their race cars?
There's not.
They didn't. That would be the answer. That's because they didn't.
They just didn't want to check up. What is going on? Why can't we not, like, just be calm? I believe that was Tyler Gary you got put in the wall there.
I think so.
Yeah, just a chain reaction of checkups. Tyler Gary expressing his frustrations in game chat. Oh boy.
Let's take a look at what happened. Tyler Gary fighting for his playoff life. Happened right off the restart. So really, it almost happened even before that. Kind of, Wesley Parker was trying to make a move, but Jonathan T. Jones comes up, but Parker was already there, and Mark was there, but getting squeezed by. That's just a whole chain reaction there. Let's take a look at what kick started the second part of this. The chain reaction after that, checkup, and Zach runs into the back of Gary, and Garrett Delph, Cody Porter. Take a look at the other guys that were involved. Find it.
I think at this time, we should remind people that we hear Love Rod flag and what he has to deal with whenever it comes to actually putting it on this league and maintaining it.
Oh. Luigi did try and check up, though. It's just... I'll give him a break on that one. Iken checked up a little bit earlier. He also gets a bump from Petey, but, I mean, it is what it is at that point. Daniel Smallwood.
Still love the imagery of him slowly passing cars down there. He's like, oh, I'm trying to get out the way. Oh.
Yeah, thanks. Yep, let me through here. Ryan Oates, Cody Porter. All involved in that one. Tucker Minter, though, will be your race leader after all of that. So the intensity has just reached a boiling point since the start of the first race. Honestly, we have never brought it back down, and they are just going at each other. Travis De Leon, biggest mover. All things considered, though, these wrecks haven't really been race-ending for a lot of people, so the 42 car field definitely proving to be a challenge for these drivers. Tyler Gary's still on pit road. PD Zeller's been involved in, I think, 80% of the wrecks tonight. Garrett Delph involved in our most recent one. Jacob Roth has already pitted 8 times. He runs 30th.
That is kind of a testament to the next-gen car.
The durability.
Which is,
right or
I feel
wrong,
like
it's very durable, so.
Like, it feels kind of weird to still call it the next-gen, just like we call like the next-gen console still the next-gen console.
Mm-hmm. It's the current generation of car. What happened here with Chris Pinder? Oh? Oh? What?
Something happened. I mean, we do have the ability to go talk to him.
It looks like he just ends up towing. Alright. Go. Interesting. Corby, your race control, what happened? Just type it in our chat. What happened to Pinder?
I have no idea. I just saw that.
Wheel went into Xbox mode. Oh, that's disastrous.
That I was gonna guess that actually.
You hate to see it.
So.
I know you've had your work cut out for it tonight, haven't you?
You have no idea.
You said, I want less Rex to do less work. Well, the universe heard that and said, well, that's too bad.
Alright, well, put me back. I gotta do my job. I'm gonna hit a cone.
This is your fault, by the way. You jinxed it, so just letting you know. And move him before he has a response.
Doesn't really deserve a response, to be honest.
14 laps to go on the restart. Over halfway, and we really haven't had a chance besides the restarts. We know the Altus boys and Bobby Zielinski are the dominant group, but haven't really had the chance to see it over the long run. I think it was probably 3 laps is the longest run we've had, right? 2 or 3 laps? 4? We'll see,
Sure
though.
feels like it.
Pace car, lights are off. We're making the hard left-hand turn. Field in tow with Tucker Minter. 40 cars on track and on the lead lap. I think Ryan Oates might have dropped due to upload packet loss, but 40 still remain. We are back underway. Jonathan T. Jones with a good push there on the restart.
I'm surprised the Altus boys just haven't had the same restarts as they did that one time.
Kind of split up though, but I mean, good push there from Jonathan T. Jones, all things considered. But Cozy up to second. He has to win tonight. Get into next week. The championship finale. Corey Henry, who's a RODDCAR Truck Tour champion in its most recent season, hasn't had a whole lot of luck this season. He's going to make a move to the middle. He'd love to grab a win. He tried to block that middle again. Cozy, though, going to take the lead with a whole host of help behind him. Corey Henry going to drop down maybe to outside the top 10.
Oh, there is someone below the yellow back here.
It
the
is
022.
4 wide. And how long can this go on?
We're 5 at one spot. Kenny Reel still on the apron.
There's no way. This is how they made that work? Apparently they did.
I don't see it working for long. We're back to 4 wide car turned.
There goes James Mendez into the side of Michael Cozy Jr., Joe Swanson, and now the big one. Now we're all on the wall. Yellow is out yet again. So the whole second half of the field piles in. Take a look at what the heck happened here. They were wrecking for about half a lap there. Cozy was leading this race at one point. Oh, there were 3 cars pushing the pusher there, and they about spun Cozy out. And he runs over the cone. But yeah, that was just Tucker Minter, Seth the Merchant, and Cozy all locked up, and but the Merchant drops down to help his teammate. Joe Swanson comes up into the 92 of James Mendez. And that's really all she wrote. Scott Warren kind of kickstarts the second half of the wreck, I think. He gets clipped.
It's just starting to become really silly, really goofy.
But yeah, Joe Swanson, you can see it very clearly, comes up, hooks James Mendez.
Like, they both try to occupy the same space. Didn't realize they were both going for it.
And Zwack, I don't think he knows that Link is there, and Scott Warren's trying to make the move, gets himself turned, and then Spears set the Merchant up into the field, and then we're all just junked from there. Kyle Bartles gets turned. Christian involved. Joe Swanson finally could. I mean, that's a lot of race cars involved in that one. Tucker Minner will lead from Bobby Zielinski, though. We might be good on fuel here. If everyone comes in now, they should be. But everyone from 24th on back going to make sure of it. Pinder and Doucette still on pit road, but they're losing laps. Scott Warren, I think, not sure what happened to him. He was just on pit road. Might have called it quits. The Atlanta Braves beat the Colorado Rockies 8-1 today.
As he should.
Braves are 11-3 in the month of June.
I couldn't imagine supporting a team from Georgia. I was gonna say Atlanta, but from Georgia in general.
Oh well. Did the Mets lose? Hope so. Oh, thoughts on Greg Berhalter being hired to coach the U.S. men's national soccer team?
Terrible. Don't like it. Just ruined my day.
Yeah, it really did not make me happy.
Yeah.
Oh,
Like,
well.
there's so many candidates in the world, and just helm again.
Like, I would have been fine if they even hired, like, a bad candidate in general, but they just rehired the same guy. And be like, yeah, we searched really far and wide, and we just rehired the dude that we placed on administrative leave. Kicking his wife. Oh, well.
And who has beef with arguably one of our best players.
Gio Reyna deserves better. Travis d'Arnaud hit a home run 474 feet. Now that's hot.
Is this how we get them to, like, race clean? Just start talking about
I will
other things?
ignore them at this point if they can't get their act together.
I think Rod might start doing the same.
Leave them to their own devices. Cozy and Daniel Smallwood, 34th and 35th. What do they have with 9 laps to go to get themselves back in the championship fight? Remember, Parker White, Matthew Zwack, already locked in. Parker White, the regular season championship, got to go right to the championship. Matthew Zwack, winner of race number 1. If the race ended right now, Alex Link has a decent shot of joining them. Tyler Gary might, but I think AJ Green has him covered. His 3rd place finish, or maybe it'd be AJ Green, Alex Link. Not really sure. Wait for the final points from the boss. A lot of mental math. Going to be impossible to keep track of ourselves with how often these positions will switch. Single-digit laps on the board now. Out of the race is Ryan Doucette, Chris Pinder, Scott Warren. Michael McElroy a lap down. Kyle Bartles and Garrett Delph are getting their laps back, but they will be off the pack. It'll be 40 cars on the lead lap, 39, 40 on track, 39 on the lead lap, with 9 laps to go. Cozy's going to need a miracle from 35th. Daniel Smallwood from 33rd, going to need one. See what they can do.
Last week we saw Cozy come from mid-pack with just one car's help. I mean, there are a lot cleaner cars here today, but you can never say never when it comes to Michael Cozy Jr.
Tucker Minter enters the Geico restart zone, and we are back underway. 9 laps to go. Pretty even start throughout the field. Really haven't had these long runs. Wesley Parker already making it 3 wide with Mark Jorgensen Jr., who's going to go with him. Car already on the apron. 3 cars hooked up tight. Dylan Kem to the bottom. Lucas Plessel way up top. And then Jaden Carter's going to get turned. Cody Porter up in front of the field. Yellow is out. Jaden Carter going to get turned. Take a look at what happened.
Look how Jaden Carter's team is Dennett Racing. I know you didn't do that.
None. Ooh, it looks like Christopher Hill gonna come up, and Jaden, yeah, he doesn't really come down at all. Hill comes up, clips him, and then Cody Porter's along for the ride, right in front of Frisch. Rod flag involved. James Mendez. Oh, that's a bunch of guys up there that kind of got a piece of this at the end. Let's go here with Cody Porter. Gets right rear, right up in front of Frisch. Brandon Cruz, Monsiváis, Jeremy Cootie into the back of Corey Henry, Joe Swanson, and Ryan Oates. See what happened to Corey Henry here. Joe Swanson was almost good, as was Ryan Oates. Corey Henry gets the 2 for 1. James Mendez says he's totally fine. We'll be the judge of that. Doesn't look to have a whole lot of damage. It's hitting the right front. A little bit of contact to the right rear, but he's be A-okay. Really excited for the point of no return, because then we get to get a Super Seaway style finish, and we don't have to throw a caution. We'll get 1 lap of goodness out of this. Dylan Kem, your race leader, be close to 5 laps to go. Cozy gained about 10 spots on that. Daniel Smallwood involved. His playoff hopes look bleak, as does Frisch. AJ Green, he's doing exactly what he needs to do. Just keep in touch with Tyler Gary. Keep in touch with Alex Link, your 3rd place finish. Got you a nice bonus. Nice head start at the top of the hour, top of the show.
We've been here for, like...
We've been here a minute.
They need to stop it. I've also asked in chat, or in the Discord, for them to just stop it.
Yeah. We've been into Talladega in the next gens plenty of times, so not really sure what the issue is tonight. But Martin Jorgensen told us pre-race to look out for the checkups, and sure enough, we've seen a lot of guys just pushing the pusher, checking up, and it just guys aren't getting off of each other quick enough. A couple of racing incidents, but most of it's just been kind of like I don't know, just oof.
When are we gonna go see Messi play?
I don't know.
He's come to America.
I ain't got $500 for one game ticket for a while.
We have Corbin, and we have the ability to watch MLS.
should be, I'm trying to see here. One attempt at a green, white, checkered overtime. Be 5 laps to go on the restart. Out of the race, Scott Warren, Chris Pinder, Ryan Doucette. Ryan Oates 1 lap down, trying to get his lap back. Kyle Bartles on pit road. And everybody else. Looks like we have a shot at 40 cars all on the lead lap. Let's see. Ryan Oates can get caught back up. Jonathan T. Jones' paint scheme literally never loaded tonight. Even 2 weeks ago, when we had our massive issues, they all came in at the end. But tonight, it literally didn't happen.
None of them have loaded for me. I can see 2 of the top 2, 4, 6, 8. I can see 2 of the top 10 paint schemes, and that's 1 and 2 right now.
That's all you need to know right now. This will be a great time for them to pull out. It'll be 5 to go on the restart. It'll be great for them to pull out that 4-lap run we've been missing so dearly. Get to the end. Again, Matthew Zwack, Parker White locked in. 2 spots remaining for 7 drivers. Alex Link, Mo Perry, AJ Green, Tyler Gary, Michael Cozy Jr., Michael P. Frisch. I believe I skipped over one somehow. AJ Green as well. I already said that, but either way, Dylan Kemp. My brain is gone at this point. What is the restart? It's different. Either way, Dylan Kemp will restart us next to the wall. Not sure what that was all about. Daniel Smallwood way at the back. That's who we're leaving out. Set the Merchant down at the bottom. Lucas Bussell trying to give a good push out of turn number 2. And off the back straightaway, already 3 wide. Ross Corlett through the middle with Joe Swanson and Jonathan T. Jones in tow. Never mind, it's just 2 cars. We're bouncing off the wall, middle of the top 10. Wesley Parker takes evasive action. We're all swerving and squirming around.
They were slam drafting down the backstretch.
They were all over each other. Seth the Merchant, though, with help from Tucker Minner and Bobby Zielinski. That's been the powerhouse trio. Cozy's up to 17th. What kind of moves can he make here late? Lucas Plessel down to the middle. And it is on a razor's edge here. Mo Perry needs to win. He's getting absolutely just shoved. There's 4 or 5 cars just all hooked up, pushing the pusher. Nobody cares. It's about how can you get to the front and how long can they hang on. Michael Cozy Jr. up to 12th, up to 11th. He's cracked the top 10. Tyler Gary making a move. Outside line is falling back, though.
Oh, 1 car gets turned. He's trying to force his way back up. Oh, another car turned into the pits. 1 car accident. No, another car. Dylan.
Oh, there we go. Alex Link, Dylan Kemp. There goes the entire second half of the field. We will go to RODDCAR overtime. What attempt at a green, white, checkered. I believe that was Travis DeLeon that was initially forced below the apron. Let's take a... Oh, he's 8th now. Let's take a look.
I mean, the caution starts with Alex Link.
I want to see if...
Like,
yeah, off the bumper of Cozy. Gets a little bit left reared there. We've seen that a couple of times tonight. Who was spun down the pit lane?
I think they immediately, like...
Is that, I have no idea.
Because I have no idea.
Yeah, so let's see here. Link gonna go from the top all the way down. It's turned.
It was Kevin Spencer.
Ken comes up a little bit, but Alex Link comes down pretty far. Gets himself hooked in front of the field. Clav involved, Ross Corlett, Joe Swanson, Jonathan Amodio, Michael McGilward, Brandon Cruz, Montesivias. Mo Perry involved. Dylan Kem, obviously. Matthew Zwack, Cody Porter, evasive action there. Kevin Spencer, let's take a look at what happened to him to kick this off. And he's just, why did we do that? This gets turned by Jeremy Cootie. Beautiful paint scheme. Parts flying around. James Mendez involved. Robert Colgan as well. Michael McElroy says he was not involved.
But it was close.
Take a look here.
Let's see how close.
On board with the 037.
Ooh.
Is very close. Oh! Yes, it was. Ooh, there. The penultimate race of the season. The final race in this round of 2. The doubleheader tonight to get yourself locked in for next week's championship finale. RODDCAR debut tonight for Bobby Zielinski, trying to play spoiler, as is Tucker Minner, as is Seth the Merchant. AJ Green finished 3rd. He just needs to stay right where he is. He'll take up that 3rd spot. Then who comes out with the last one? Can Michael Cozy Jr. get up there and win? Right now, Parker White, Matthew Zwack locked in. 7 drivers fighting for 2 spots. Mo Perry sits 40th. He's probably done. Zwack locked in. It doesn't matter that he's 39th. Alex Link needs a miracle. Frisch probably needs a miracle. Smallwood, I mean, he's 17th. He can make a run at the finish if they all wreck. Tyler Gary and Cozy going to be duking it out for the win. And AJ Green trying to hang on. Right now, your top 3 non-playoff drivers, all they got to do is win. So we'll be looking for Cozy and Gary to make some absolute moves up through this field. Chris Pinder gets a lap back late. He finally comes out of the pits. So out of the race officially, Ryan Doucette and Scott Warren. Mo Perry's been on pit road for 4 minutes. Zwack is gone. Lights are out on top of the pace car. Driver update for Chris Pinder. He sits 41st, many laps down, due to an Xbox mode switch on his wheel.
Corbin's just a troll.
Yes, he is. But I'm obligated by the rules of channel points. Shoes is in effect. RODDCAR overtime in effect. Wave yourself around the pace car rule in effect. So all RODDCAR style rules. Mo Perry did not get back out. He is a lap down, so his championship hopes are done. So make it 6 drivers fighting for 2 spots. The final restart of the night. 6 drivers fighting. Alex Link is 36, so you can basically say 5. Michael Frisch 28th. You might even say 4. Really,
I wish I could see who was who.
You're really going to think it's Daniel Smallwood, Cozy, Gary, and AJ Green fighting for those final 4 spots. Unless a miracle happens. Smallwood, I mean, he's 18th, 19th. Yeah, I mean, he's got a half of a shot if they all wad it up. But really, Frisch and Alex Link, they need something that I haven't seen in a long time happen. They need the whole field to wreck, and they somehow get ahead and stay ahead, rather than just pick up 20 spots and finish 10th. Final restart of the night to determine our championship 4. 37 cars on the lead lap. Seth the Merchant through the Geico restart zone for the final restart, and we are green. Bottom three have had great restarts all night long. Wesley Parker just trying to hang on. Jacob Roth, haven't heard his name all night long. Travis DeLeon in the top 10 as well, trying to do spoiler. Tyler Gary immediately making a move, but he has no help behind him. Here comes Petey Zeller, though, and Joe Swanson. Cozy up to 7th, to 6th. Car in the wall, it's Tyler Gary. Can they hang on to it? Absolutely not. That's going to open up things behind them. Couple cars wrecked to the inside. Duncan T. Jones in the white car, the only one we know of. They're 3x3 mid-pack. Top 7, though. Single file until Cozy.
He tried to pull out a line, didn't have the run.
Look at that pack behind 7th place. Trying to get organized. Cozy's going to have to make the move from 6th to try and win it. White flag in the air. It's Seth DeMerchant from Tucker Minner and Bobby Zielinski. Absolutely no organization on that top line. There goes Jeremy Cootie all the way to the wall. Takes himself out of contention. Still no organization. Here comes Jacob Roth, though. They've made it up to 6th, getting by Cozy. AJ Green steps out of line. Travis DeLeon leaves him for dead. It's all going to take place in the tri-oval. Smoke and crashes galore, but out of turn number 4, it is Seth DeMerchant from Tucker Minner. We're wrecking again. Tucker Minner to his inside. He's going to get there, the side draft. Here comes Bobby Zielinski way up top. Can he get there in time? No, it's Tucker Minner. They all wadded up a fitting end, and everyone is destroyed. We'll wait for scoring. Tucker Minner, who lost in a statistical tie, beats Seth DeMerchant to the line by 1/100th of a second. Started 20th, comes home first here tonight. To play playoff spoiler.
Yeah, Rod in the waiting room.
All right.
Rod, you got any information for us? Rod, are you even here?
Fuck!
Yeah. Yeah.
Put me back in the waiting room.
I don't wanna.
So my brain isn't just completely forgotten the night's events. Tucker Minner did lose on a tie, correct?
Basically, yeah.
Okay. And then he'll get the ultimate redemption average finish of 1.5, so he wins the overall award here. Thought he was in pretty good shape. Why was there a car? What happened to McElroy? Yeah, Tucker Minner made the move. Decent move there. Gets a little bit of side draft here. I thought Zielinski would steal it in his debut. Let's take another look at this. I think it's all peachy clean. A little bit below the apron. We'll see. Glad he just didn't turn him, though. They at least raced to the finish. I thought this was going to open it up for Zielinski, though. That's contact. They held it pretty straight, though. And at the finish, Wesley Parker tucked up behind him, tries to help out, but little contact made. And here's your finish. I'm gonna do nice slow-mo. Here we go, at the line, 3 abreast. Contact made, and Tucker Minner by a nose. AJ Green should have done enough to take that 3rd spot. We'll wait and see who steals the last one. It might be...
You mean Bobby Zielinski? Oh, you're talking about there for points.
Yeah, AJ Green might have, I think, points himself in. Almost positive he does, so it's 1 spot left. Cozy gets 6th. And then Alex Linkset, I don't know. Tyler Gary, 19th. I mean, that's just a whole host of arrests. We got to figure out some points here. Let's take a look. Everyone explodes. We have multiple wrecks leading up to this. Let's see what got the pack all out of shape. Tyler Gary. Go ahead and tag the fine people that we need, Art, and see if we can get them in here. see here. Yeah, let's back it up to that 2 to go, because there was a decent amount of wrecks there. Oh, that was actually McElroy, yeah. Who will limp home 36th. Jonathan T. Jones. Let's see what kicked that one off.
Oh, Rod wants to go for a top 5. He added Wesley Parker and Travis.
All right, we do top 5.
Bobby Zielinski just joined the server.
Very nice. Points are updated.
Do you want to announce that or get Tucker Minter in here first?
We'll go ahead and announce the points. So locked in. That's what I thought it. Oh my goodness. Well, I'll wait for the tiebreaker though announcement. But here's the points. Parker White, Matthew Zwack locked in. Didn't really matter. AJ Green second in points at 562, pointed his way in. Michael Cozy Jr. at 545 tentatively locks himself into the championship 4. So Zwack with the win. So really it's Cozy at 545, Tyler Gary at 543, Michael P. Frisch at 542, Alex Link at 531, Daniel Smallwood 524, and Mo Perry 509. So Cozy over Gary by 2 points for the final spot. Frisch by 3 points. What a finish. Let's take a look here real quick before we do our interviews. Looks like Jonathan T. Jones, and that's probably what knocks Gary out of contention. This is all that help and organization. But Frisch 25th. He made up some spots, and then on the last lap, that's what takes him out of contention. And he's saying Dean Clavitt pushing the number 22 of, I believe, Kenny Reel, and it's not square, and around he goes. That's what happened there. There's a race to the finish one more time. Go ahead and pull everybody up. Starting with Tucker Minter. Here with your race winner, Tucker Minter lost the first race in a statistical tie, won to the second race by 1/100th of a second, average finish of 1.5 in the closest way possible. What did you see out there in the second race to take home the W?
Yeah, this one was pretty fun. We had all the Altus guys, and then Bobby joined us as well, so it was a lot of fun. All of us kind of working together a little bit. We drove from like 20th to the lead and on the first lap, so that was a lot of fun. And then we were just kind of controlling the race after that. We kind of lost control at the midpoint, somewhere around lap 30 or so, but I knew at the end we'd end up being able to get it done.
Absolutely. I mean, you guys were the powerhouse team all night, especially with Bobby Zielinski joining in I guess like a quartet at one point, and you guys were just money on the restarts. Teamwork was pretty incredible, and it looked like the class of the field for most of the race. Avoided all the wrecks, and kind of decided it amongst yourselves there at the end, but it was well executed from your guys' point of view tonight.
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't a total walk in the park. There are a lot of guys up there. We also had a little bit of strategy where we ended up pitting when we probably didn't need to pit to top off to make sure we were good on gas, and it made it a little bit, difficult to get through. But in the end, I'm glad that my teammate Cozy, he wasn't in Discord with us, but I'm glad he was able to advance to the championship 4 after we almost all of us got in line together, and then we ended up kind of spitting Cozy out on accident, and then he kind of got shuffled to the back and caught up in a wreck. So glad everybody had a good night.
Yeah, y'all were pushing so hard at one point. I remember him getting spun from the lead, but y'all were pushing so well. It was just a little bit over the edge, but 4 cars hooked up that tight, and he got sent to the inside, but he made a ferocious charge late, and he'll get himself in contention for a championship next week. But a fantastic night for you, and then obviously for the team. 1.5 average finish for yourself, and taking home the win in the second race tonight.
Yeah, nice to have a provisional for the next season since I've only done, I guess this is my third race technically of the RODDCAR season. So good to have another provisional for next year. And thanks to my teammates, especially Merch. He's a dog on the plate track. So appreciate everything he does with us too.
Absolutely. Well, congratulations on the win here tonight, and looking forward to seeing you back for some more starts next season.
Yeah, thanks, guys.
We don't have Seth, but we do have Bobby.
All right, we'll go ahead and skip right over him and keep it on moving. Here with your third place finisher tonight, Bobby Zielinski making his RODDCAR debut. He's already one of the best sim drivers on the oval side of things in general, and trying his hand out at the plate side of things tonight in RODDCAR, and simply put, did a fantastic job working with the Altus Esports guys, lining up on those restarts and just shoving the heck out of them. And you were pretty much up front all night long. Talk me through that final restart and the moves that were being made to go for the win.
Yeah, I was trying to stay as close as I could to those guys. I've been working with them, kicking myself this year in general, and other series. So I was just they wanted me to show up and race with them. I'm like, that sounds fun. I'll do some Talladega, and so now we're in RODDCAR. But yeah, that last restart. I mean, I was trying to push Tucker and just get us like the three of us to race between us because I knew that would give me the best shot. Being fourth or fifth, you're kind of a little too far. But I lost them in 3 and 4 a little bit, and I didn't quite have the run to beat them to the line. But we got third.
Absolutely, not a bad night at all. It's so hard to win here. The margins are so fine with the stiff competition, but did a heck of a job tonight. Those restarts were something else between you guys. Class of the field, and like you said at the end, kind of decided it amongst yourselves and made the 3 wide run to the checkered and came up 400 short, but nothing to hang your head about. Was a great night for you guys.
Yeah, for sure. It's like when you have good people to work with at Talladega, it makes it like way easier, and it's pretty big advantage to just have communication with like 2, 3 other guys. So that's obviously why I did so well tonight, just being able to have good people to work with.
Absolutely. Well, congratulations on a podium in your debut. We'll let you get any shout outs in for the broadcast if you have them.
Yep, just shout out to all my boys there, and yeah, thanks for having me.
Absolutely. We'll hope to see you back for some more, and congrats again on the podium tonight.
Yes, sir.
Here with our fourth place finisher, Wesley Parker, and he was kind of the odd man out with that Altus sandwich, and you heard it in chat. I was a madman pushing there at the end. Talk me through that final restart.
Just kind of out there on your own with no help and stuff. That's just kind of the hard part is, you don't have really many friends out there to work with, and on that restart, it didn't have no help, so kind of fell back a little bit. I think for like 8th or 9th, and I think Jacob got in front of me. I think it was Jacob, and I just literally pushed him all the way back to the front, and then went straight down into 3 and just somehow got 4th. I mean, if I had maybe another, I don't know, 150 yards, I could probably got a good run and got underneath all of them.
Absolutely. You had the heck of a run coming in, to the checkered specifically. You just needed a couple extra 100 feet. But you started 26th, back of the pack, and just kind of avoided all the nonsense tonight and put yourself in position at the end. No, it was kind of hard, like you said, without having some teammates and friends up there. But you gave it a great shot trying to compete with those guys for sure, and just needed an extra 100 yards or so.
Yeah, actually, what happened was I was in the back and then got to the front, like midway in the race, and then my computer shuts off. So I lose a lap, went to the back again, and got back up there somehow. I mean, I really don't believe I do good in these cars because it's just so much like shifting and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe I'm kind of learning a little bit better and stuff how to do it, but I mean, to come out with a top 5, I'm happy with that, man. I come here to just have fun with it. I don't run like the full season because I just don't have the time for it most of the time. But hey, I had fun, so that's all that matters.
Absolutely, out here, that's what we're all here on Friday nights. But definitely put on a show and hope to see you back for the races that you can make next season.
All right, see ya. Thank you.
Yep. And here with Travis DeLeon in his RODDCAR debut. Gets a top 5 in your second ever race. Biggest mover to boot. What'd you see on that final restart?
Shoot, just looking dead ahead. It was a straight line for the most part, and I don't know what happened to the outside dudes, but I thought that the car in front of me seemed like he had a run there coming from 3 and 4, and I was going to go with him, and I was like, man, that car just died. So I went back down, and somebody's like, you hung that guy out to dry, and I'm like, hey, they had hung me out there too.
Right.
No, it was fun though. Glad I got to race.
Absolutely. A little bit more chaotic, even so, than the first one, but you put yourself in position at the end, and definitely with some of the guys that are up front, the teamwork that they had, teammates up front, some Coke Series drivers, very impressive to get a top 5. It's hard enough to win and run well with the guys that we have here, and you looked right at home here in both races up front in both of them.
I like them super speedways, man. They're fun.
Absolutely.
I seen somebody, I think it was McQuiggan, was saying, he goes, the guy behind you, that dude will push you. I forget his name, and he's one of
the guy behind you. Yeah, that was Cozy.
Yeah.
Yes.
And so I was trying to watch and see if he was, because he was poking out like he was going to go high. And I'm like, is he going to go? But then he would come back down. And then the next thing, it seemed like I don't know if he made a move and didn't have the speed or what, but he was kind of back there a little bit.
Yeah, it's Cozy.
When I was like, I got to figure it out.
Yeah, he was Cozy. He goes 32nd to first in 2 laps, but he's pretty good. You get hooked up with him, you'll be all right.
That's what I was aiming to do. I was like, man, I'm going to try to, mirror this dude to see what he does.
Yeah.
Who knows? It was fun. Good
Absolutely.
times.
Well, glad having you out here tonight. Hopefully we see you back for some more.
Yeah, I'll catch you guys later.
Awesome. Sounds good.
Yeah.
Yep. All right. So we just gonna cut it. Just announced it was a championship 5 the entire time. So Tyler Gary is in, not out. It is Parker White, AJ Green, Michael Cozy Jr., Matthew Zwack, and Tyler Gary, your championship 5 next Friday night, 9 o'clock Eastern to settle it. Frisch misses out on 1 point due to that wreck coming to the checkered in the tri-oval. That's the margins there. 1 point, you lose 3 spots due to a wreck, no fault of your own, and you find yourself on the outside looking in. But Art, your final thought on tonight's doubleheader?
I didn't want to. We're 2 hours and 50 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
First race was great.
Mm-hmm.
Second race, I wish didn't happen.
They made it difficult for themselves tonight, didn't they? In the second race, they did no cooperation. Here are your race results: 5 1,000ths of a second separating your top 2, 3600ths of a second, and 4800ths of a second your top 4. Those are your official race results. You go through all the way back. Frisch needed 5.8. He was the first one out of that wreck, and it still wasn't good enough. 25th place, needed 22nd. He would have been in 23rd. Actually, would have got him 2 points. Would have done the trick. But 32 cars on the lead lap tonight, and in a full 43 car field. Ryan Doucette had some issues, and Scott Warren left early, but everyone else gave it their best shot. 2 full fields here tonight. For RODDCAR, love to see it. Appreciate Rod for putting everything on. And we'll be back this Monday for the Affinity Racing Series Championship at Las Vegas. We will crown a champion in our inaugural season. Next Tuesday night, LSRL heads to New Hampshire for race number 3. And then next Friday, championship night again for RODDCAR season finale. We will crown a championship out of the 5. Parker White, Matthew Zwack, AJ Green, Michael Cozy Jr., and Tyler Gary, your championship 5. It's going to be a great one. Be sure to tune in for all the on-track action. Be sure to hit the follow button to follow your favorite leagues and drivers, and we'll catch you Monday night, 8:30 Eastern, for the ARS Championship. Y'all take care, stay safe, have a happy Father's Day weekend, and we'll see you Monday night.